time. I'm going live right now. Oh, ahoy, crypto pirates! Welcome to your Discord syndicate, FN Hangout. I gotta watch it with the hot mic shit, right? Welcome. It's time for your FN Hangout with the captain, your captain, the captain, third person. I'm getting weird. RG3, Hexican, real, dyed in the wool, true, 100%. Hexican. Did some of you forget that? Did some of you motherfuckers forget who I am? I've been here for 6 years. 6 years. Doing this. Pumping our bags. Supporting my friend Richard Hart. And all the people who helped make this what it is. Community members. Some have come and gone. Some of them scammed out. Some of them sold out. Some of them have cashed out. Some of them are still sitting in the shadows. Don't want you to know who the fuck they are because you guys are crazy, half of you. Us, half of us are crazy. I'm laughing because this has been one hell of a week. You motherfuckers are crazy. Crazy. Absolutely freaking crazy. And I love every fucking minute of it. This has been the most entertaining fucking thing I've ever done in my life. I love this shit. You guys complicate this shit so much. Make it so difficult and so hard. Here's the thing. The right thing is going to happen here no matter what. No matter what. No matter what fucking entity, person, I don't care how badass you think you are. You're not going to stop what's going to happen here from happening. You're not. Hex is bigger than that. Hex is bigger than all of us. That's why I'm here. Because this thing is big, big. From day one, we said that this can change the world. Period. End of story. That's what we said. We haven't stopped. We haven't stopped. We haven't stopped. Now, I've been pretty harsh with people lately. I got to admit, I have. Poking people in the eyes because I feel poked in the eye a lot. And so, you know, this whole OG cabal garbage. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some guys who've been around here for a long time that have not been mindful of all of your best interests. Some people are here to extract value. Some people are here to add value. And some people are here to make their way, you know, and it's all live and let live. And true leadership, true value in this ecosystem is when you give and you help develop and you help bring adoption, because really adoption is what it's all about. It's really about putting butts in the seats. It's really about more wallets. Bottom line, what do we got? 100,000 wallets, 200,000 wallets, something like that. 200,000. I'm going to tell you all right now how we 4X this bitch. You want a 4X? Do you guys want a 4X? Like tomorrow, we can have a 4X. We can have a 4X tomorrow. If you just do this. You don't have to provide liquidity. You don't have to set up a validator. You don't have to create a lending platform. You don't have to create a leveraging platform. You don't have to create a new token that Ponzi's, which all of those things are fine and dandy. They're necessary, needed. People use them. People like them. People don't, whatever. Don't use it. You don't like them. Tired of people busting on projects that are just trying to put a product out. Look, Vegas exists. It exists. Some of you don't want people to put their money in there and waste it, right? Well, that's not none of your fucking business. Those people can do whatever they want. Those of you who are free-willed, libertarian-minded cryptopians, like I know you most to be, you guys love your politics and your freedom of speech and freedom of movement and freedom to do what they want to do. Don't stop people from doing what they want to do. But in crypto, don't fucking do that. Don't give people an option to go gamble. No. Don't give people an option to leverage trade. No, we can't have that. We need Captain Pleb out here to stop those evil crypto developers from developing shit that's going to wreck them. We have to save them. Captain Pleb. Go get them, guys. Go get them. Save them all. Tell them what they need to do with their money. Don't build any businesses. Don't be an entrepreneur. Don't do anything out there. Like Richard said too. Cool. What? You guys want it? You go to fucking build it. You build it. I ain't. I remember when he said that. I remember when he said, hey, Ponzi's, Hourglass Games being built on Hex. Cool. At least they're doing something with it. You don't want to do it? Don't do it. Dangerous. I wouldn't put my money in there. But leave them alone. We don't need Captain Pleb out here. Now, let me tell you how to Forex right now. Quit wasting your energy on poking other people in the eye, especially those in this community. It's none of your fucking business. If they want to make pictures and pony pictures on the internet and fucking scream about it and get behind it and rally and make thousands and thousands of dollars off of pony pictures, then fucking let them do it. It's none of your goddamn business. You don't like pony pictures? Don't look at them. You don't like their flavor? Don't lick them. Stop licking flavors you don't like. Back the fuck off. Live and let live. Libertarians, freedom fighters. What's the matter with some of you folks? What's the matter? Fucking memers. I'm going to meme everybody. I'm going to make fun of everybody from my fucking basement and make them all pay because I'm miserable and my daddy didn't love me. Now, what the fuck's wrong with some of you folks? Ready for me to tell you how to Forex this fucking thing in one day? Forex. You guys want to Forex? Get everybody to do this. One fucking thing. And if we do this enough, we can blow this thing out of the fucking water. But some of you want to go do other shit. Want to make this more difficult and complicated than it really is. And it's really this simple. This fucking simple, folks. Let me spell it out for you. Forex tomorrow, if you do what the captain's telling you to do. Here's what I want you to do. One of you, just one of you out there, go get one. Bring one person you know into crypto right now and have them put $100 into Hex and tell them, look, I don't know what it's going to do. I don't know if it's going to go to zero. I don't know if this whole crypto thing's going to be here next year, but go get $100, put it in this little wallet right here, and let's see what it does in a couple of years. One, get one. That's it. 4x in one day. If 1/3 of our wallets did that, 4x one day. One, getting one. Put $100 in, buddy. I got my buddy in at the top. 200K in at the top. Wasn't my intention. I'm not Richard Hart with the crystal ball, with the hex crystal ball. Know what the numbers are going to do. Oh, man. I got my buddy at the top. You can go get one in for $100 and tell them to watch what happens. Forget telling them about T-shares. Forget telling them about all this bullshit that's going on out there. Just tell them, look, you want some crypto? Because they're going to be asking you anyway. When Hex is $1, they're going to be asking you anyway. Do it now. Go find that one person that you have influence over. My boy Mikey, I just call him and say, come on, man. Time to do this. And he did finally. First, he hemmed and hawed, hemmed on. I said, all right, dude, it's time. And he did. Everybody's got that person they can do that with. Go bring in one and watch this thing start moving. 4x. That's it. That's it. Now, I want to tell everybody something about crypto. Let it be. Let it go. Let it do its thing. You go and do your thing. Let everybody else do theirs. And go and be a cheerleader. Put your energy into place that's making things go forward. Me, I've always shilled Hex because I know that Hex is the GOAT. That Hex is the only asset out there that I know where people can actually do well. Well, why? Because it's doing 38% APY. Because it's flawless. Because it's done exactly what we said it was going to do 4 years ago. Today, it's doing the same thing. And it's going where we said it was going to go. Whether the price has followed that or not right now may not be the case. But the T-share rates, the amount of returns, the flawless uptime, all of that stuff is happening right now. It's still doing what it does. Hex is the GOAT. Now get this, guys. Here's something else very, very important to tell those of you, not your one that you're going to bring in that just needs some Hex right now. Look, trust me, they're going to ask you about staking and all that stuff later. Just get them some fucking Hex in a wallet right now. Get them some Hex. Tell them to give you $100 and you'll send them $100 worth of Hex. Do something for your friend, right? Set them up with a MetaMask. Set them up with a Ratty. Set them up with an internet money wallet. Because why? Because internet money burns Hex when you transact on it. We should all be using internet money. Thank you, KG, for building such an awesome wallet. Help your person get in. Now, let's talk about what's important right now for those of you who should be staking. T-shares are getting more expensive every day and will get more expensive every day for the rest of your life. Period. End of story. That's how it works. It's the code. It's math. People laughed at me when I said, it's the code. It's making it go from here to here, from here to here, and from here to here. Woo! That's what it does. And guess what? It has done that. Maybe not the price action, but the T-share rate has proved that it is going to keep going up and up and up and up. Now, we used to pay 60 cents for a T-share. Guess what's going to happen at the 7.5-year mark from launch? 7.5 years is going to be an interesting time. And you're going to want to be staked. Why? Why? Because my favorite thing, the EES button, is going to proof itself at the 7.5-year mark. And guess what's going to happen? Who knows where Hex will be? It's going to be much higher than the original AA days. I can tell you that much. More than likely. More than likely. If it continues to operate like it is, and I don't see any reason for it not to. But let's just say you're staked and the 7.5 year mark comes. Guess what's going to happen? The EES button is going to get punched the fuck out. Promise you. Promise you. 7.5 year mark comes. Boom. For like a 1.5 years, 2 years straight, it's going to be just straight EESs. And you know what that means? Do you know what that means, Hexicans? If you understand T-shares and what all that means, what the EES button means, that means that all of those big payday bonuses are going to drop on your staked heads. You want the OGs to dump on you? That's when they're going to dump on you. You should be praying for that day and hoping for that day and quit worrying about those of them that are cashing out right now. Do you know the opportunity you have in front of you? Do you know the opportunity that exists for everyone out there that should be staking their Hex and what's going to happen in just a couple of short years? We've already done 3, 4, right? 4? Yeah. That 7.5 year mark's coming right up on us. I'm telling you, the year before that is probably going to start. You're going to start seeing it trickle in. You're going to see freaking 100 Hex per day coming in on EES penalties and shares, T-share payouts. T-share payouts are going to be monstrous. They're not going to stop getting bigger. We couldn't believe it when it went from 1 to 3, from 3 to 5, 5 to 7. Hex per T-share. T-shares are cheap right now, per dollar. Hey, that's the stuff you guys aren't talking about. Everybody's talking about how you should be freaking kissing up to Richard and don't talk about any of the other things that are out there. And this is where you should be, and slapping everybody else in the face and poking them in the eyes and fighting and RG this, oh RG, he did this to me, oh RG, he's telling me this, oh RG, I'm done, I'm out of here, I'm freaking leaving this shit. The phone call from you folks, the conversations I have with some of you, calling you off the fence. Look, guys, I ain't going nowhere. I'm sticking around. My haters, deal with it. Those of you who listen to me, understand me, want to listen to me, I'm here for you. I'm going to keep helping. I'm going to keep doing what I do. Because Hex is going to do what it do. And Richard's going to do what he does. So stop the bullshit. Focus your energy. If you're out here influencing, focus your energy on doing your thing and going well. These little Captain Save a Pleb hit squads, looking like goddamn fools, man. Just get out and do your thing, man. Do your thing. Be better. Be better. And you know what, though? You know, the theme around here about the pirates, you know, and I know I take a lot of shit for it. And, you know, Jack Sparrow and all this stuff. You guys think that I cosplay as a pirate when I'm at home. It's a representative of who all the fucking you are. This crypto space is full of a bunch of fucking ragtag pirates. Half of you need to be walking a plank, or at least have glass in your shoes walking around cleaning the fucking deck. That's what we need to do. Teach some of you. Some of you a little wet behind the ears. Don't understand life yet. But that's okay. That's okay. You guys keep doing you, because that's what I love. I love that fucking energy. That slap the captain. That I'm going to do my thing. Fuck you. I've been dealing with it for a long time. A long time. For the last 30 years, I've been working with young men from the prison system, helping them to sober up and live their lives straight. And I thought I'd bring some of that here, help some of you out, And some of you it's working. Some of you it hasn't hit yet. Some of you don't give a fuck. Some of you ain't never gonna get it. Never live life on life's terms. You never will. You'll just keep fucking, like somebody told me something one time. It was an old guy. I was all fucked up, spinning in my head as a young man. Thought something was more important than it was. Wanted to fucking beat up the world, myself, everything else. Wanted to, And he stopped me and he grabbed me by the face and he said, "Stop." Right in the eyes. And he said, "Look at me." And I said, What? I got something important to tell you. Look at me. And I was looking, what? And he just said, row your boat gently down the stream. And I was like, what and then it hit me. And I was like, fucking I'm rowing upstream. I'm always rowing upstream. Some of you are rolling upstream. And that's okay. It's going to make you stronger, but it ain't fun. That's for damn sure it ain't fun. So I'm here for you. Here for all of you. And I love all of you. People tell me, I get calls and people who are wise and understand tell me, stop loving all of them. Stop caring about them. Stop it. You can't save them all. You can't help them all. Well, that's just how I'm built. I'm here for you guys. And I don't want to see any of you fail. I'm rooting for every single one of you. Whether you're up against me or what, I want that energy to be focused on us going out and helping the world become a better place. That's what Richard's asked for. That's what I know I want. And when you have somebody as powerful and smart and wise as him on your team, you know you can go on and grab a couple more and a couple, 2, 3 of you gather. Boom! That's when miracles happen. That's when shit gets done. That's when people are amazed before we're halfway through this shit. All right, guys. It is the FN Hangout. This is your place, by the way. This is your FN Hangout. And you can come in here and do your thing. Hold on a second. If you like, okay. That was the producer sending a message into the chats. So let me say hello to the chat real quick first, because we have a super chat in there and everything. And gosh, there's a lot already going on. It looks like SJ's been handling it. Yes, Hex Scout is an amazing tool. Shillum, what's up, dude? Good to have you here, man. Man, there is nothing better than a good Defoe in my Twitter. It scrolling through it, and when I'm doom scrolling Twitter and I see me a Defoe, it just puts a little smile on my face. So thank you for Defoeing. Appreciate you. Bring people in at all-time high is easy, but bad, and bringing them at all-time high is nearly impossible, but right. A true onboarding dilemma. Yeah, I see that. CI. Thanks for coming. Sean, Black Sheep. Hey, what's up, Crypto Black Sheep? I got to do Crypto Black Sheep show the other day. That was cool. The DGen protocol. Crypto Black Sheep has been around from the beginning, guys. And you know, everybody, he was one of the people that everybody was like, oh, fuck that guy. RG, what are you? No, man. I like me some Black Sheep. Why? Because he's different than all of us. He's talented. He draws people into his world and he provides entertainment, and he's doing really great with his token that Richard doesn't give a shit about. He said, I think I give at least shits about that token, but it's doing great, man. It's going up and to the right. Good job on you, man. And see, guys, that's how it's done. I don't have to own Black Sheep's token or shill it on this show. Black Sheep knows how I feel about him, and he knows I don't need to put it in my wallet, and he doesn't care if I do. He's out there doing his thing and bringing people in who want to get into it. That's it. That's it. I don't have to hate him. He's been around this community from the beginning. Some of you fucking Captain Save-A plebs out here ain't been around. He's been beat on more than you even been around. Been beat on in this community more than you boys been around. He's got more time going backwards than you guys got going forward, is what I'm saying. So anyway, good to have you, Black Sheep. Love you, bro. Let's see. That's Encrypt. Hey, welcome, bro. Now, Empty Corner. I get to take a screen break. Much love, everyone. Swearworks, what's up? Another OG of OGs in the chats. Bubba Guy. They don't make him any smarter than that guy there. Tripod, what's up? 6.5 payout will turn into 100. Yes, sir. Mark my words. One of these days. Robert Keller. Hey, what's up? I think Robert's in the I think we got him in the back. David Morales, my party buddy. What's up? Sandy Beach, my lady. Welcome. Welcome. MT Coiner. Rule number 1, never invest more than you can afford to lose. My crypto losses will never put me on edge. There is nothing more important than that. Crypto is going to be the biggest transference of wealth the world has ever seen, if you do it right. Crypto is also the most volatile asset on the planet. You will not find anything more volatile than this. There are more scams and more ways to lose your money in this than there are to make money. Or than there are to keep your head above water in your crypto bag. I'll tell you one thing. If you want to be safe, if you want to do it right, you put Hex in your bag and that's it. Nothing else. Hex and only Hex. And then you figure out how it really works. And I guarantee you, you buy a bag of Hex, you're going to figure out how it works. And then I guarantee you, by the end of that, you will have more Hex. Period. Nothing does that. Nothing grows like that. Bitcoin doesn't do that. You got to buy a miner, become a mining pool, deal with bad old technology in order to do it. Doesn't happen anywhere else. What's up, Magic Carpet Ride? Kool-Aid. Crypto Kool-Aid. My man. Crypto Gains Club. How's everybody doing? And thank you, Black Sheep, for the $4.99. This message is paid for with PulseChain. Oh, my man. All right. RG3, you does no matter what others think. You do you and others will follow. And you know what? I don't. Lassie Ellers. I am a Titan, probably not allowed here. You're allowed here. Everybody's allowed here. Everybody's always been allowed here. If we have a differing opinion, we have a different coin in our wallet. That doesn't matter. That doesn't make us enemies. That makes us needing to understand one another. See, that's the fucking problem here, is we don't try and understand each other. We want to fucking punch each other in the eye 2D. Because ain't none of you going to do it in person. Not one of you motherfuckers is going to come up and fucking talk to me or punch me in the face like you would do on the goddamn internet. See, that's what gets me fired up, because I don't understand this shit that you guys do. I don't fucking get it, man. I didn't grow up in that shit. People in my world didn't fucking talk to people like this. You will get your fucking teeth on the floor doing shit like you guys do. On the fucking floor. Man, trying to navigate this shit, trying to figure some of you fucking plebs out, man. Life plebs. You guys can internet meme me and run all over me all goddamn day, but I will fuck you up in life. I will eat your fucking lunch in life. Show you what I've got, what I've done, where I've been. Some of you just sitting in your mom's basement eating fucking Hot Pockets all goddamn day. Clicking on a fucking keypad. Staring at a double screen. Thinking you're a badass. Fucking plebs. Life plebs. Anyway, I'm sorry I get fired up sometimes. I really love you guys. Oh, the hat is tan with a red light above. Trap gravity. My man. Love that kid. Triple screen RG. What's that? Triple screen. Triple screen. I got three. I got 3 screens. All right. Whoa, the language. Hey, a PulseChain tour. Hey, that's my tour. PulseChain tour. What are you talking about? All right, everybody. Thanks for coming. Love all of you. No hate for any of you. Just try to get my point across and have fun. And again, like I said, we all need to understand one another, not hate. So I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand what you guys are trying to do, trying to say, trying to be. And sometimes I've gone beyond where you're at, so I never will understand it. I'm just trying to get you out of that funk, kind of try to pull your feet out of the mud. Say, come on, let's go do this the right way. Put my arm around you, punch you in the fucking stomach. Say, come on, let's go do something better. Let's go make you better. Let's make this place better. Let's make the world better. Let's go. Come on. I need you guys. I need a ship full of badass pirates going in the same direction. Same direction. Anyway. All right, everybody. Let's bring up the panel. We got a panel here. We've got my man, a guy that's been helping us behind the scenes, unsung hero, Mr. Robert Keller. What's up, dude? How you doing?
What's going on, guys?
And then another one of my buddies out there building the PulseChain Foundation. This is Identity Block. Not to be confused. There are 2 foundations out there right now that are working, and Identity Block has been heading up his for a while now, and he's working on getting it rolling. Yes. Oh, Tin Top. Yeah, what did you walk into? Yeah, I'm on one a little bit tonight. I'm not mad. I'm just trying to kind of like you'll pull the Band-Aid off the scab, kind of like wake everybody up a little bit. That's all. What's up, ID?
What's up? Oh, good, Cap.
ID.
What's up, bro?
Producer, are you going to come in? Are you going to wait, or what's that? You're pointing. You come in when you want.
Look at the notes, bruh.
Oh, okay. Oh, notes. I didn't know that.
You're getting fancy notes and everything. I have to like read now and all.
No. Oh, she put a note in there saying the notes are in my note room. So now I have to go to the other room to get my notes. Let's see. Fancy. So there's no notes there. There's a note to go see the notes. We're getting real fancy. There they are. Oh, I know what she's going to do. I know what she's going to make me do. Okay.
You want me to do it? I could also do it.
You know what? You go right on ahead. You're much more pleasing to the ear and the eye. You go ahead and do that for us, lovely SJ.
Shucks.
What are you, the princess of the Hex community?
No.
Go right on ahead.
No. I don't know about the whole community. We'll be the PulseChain Tour princess. It's fine.
There you go. PulseChain Tour princess.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've got a lot going on. And so I'm going to try and get through this real quick because I know you want your FN Hangout. I know that's what you really want. Saturday, February 17th, Houston, Texas, Real Estate Meets Crypto Seminar. That is going to be a full-day seminar. We're going to have Corey Geary as a speaker. Also, David Moondog Lidor is going to be a speaker. And something I'm super stoked on, Black Hexican and I have decided that we are going to do a little seminar session ourselves. So she and I are going to be presenting about a 15-20 minute presentation. We haven't nailed it down completely, but it's going to have to do around, just women in crypto and a little bit about our stories and giving it kind of that female touch. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. And then the next day, on the 18th of February, we're going to have just a full day of fun with Danny the Singer. He's hosting us. Oh, he's also speaking the day before, but he's going to be hosting us at around his place in Texas, and I've just heard wonderful things. I guess the KSB team went through there last time, and they had nothing but raving reviews about our VIP day. And then, of course, the big event, which keeps getting bigger, y'all. Las Vegas is going to be fire. So we have Wednesday, March 6th is the first day of our meetup. It's a Top Golf meetup. And if you've never been, I actually, as someone who's not into golf, I've never done just regular golfing, maybe once, not really, but kind of. And even mini golf is like Matt. I like Top Golf. It's way more chill. There's also when you're doing Top Golf, there's all these other kind of secondary games where you are like the screen. You can do Angry Birds in Top. I don't know how to explain it, but just come hang out. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then the second day is a full day of VIP. We've got a lot of really cool stuff lined up for the VIPs who are we've already got a chat going. So if you're interested in doing a VIP for this event, definitely get in as soon as you can so you can kind of learn a little bit more about what it is that we're going to be doing. And I just have to say, wow, it's going to be literally a whole day of fun and events. And we have meals planned and everything. So do not miss that. Then March 8th, again, like I said, things are just kind of really growing. So at this point, we have RH Max, Access Alive, let's see, Pulse Domains, DCC, and Charlie of Cultivate Crypto. RG3, of course, is going to be speaking. I think Kaylin and I also might do our seminar piece there, but maybe not because there's so much other stuff going on. And breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, the Four Horsemen. Yeah, if you know, you know. There's going to be a reunion. Hexologist, Dollar Cost Crypto, Crypto Coffee, and RG3 are all going to be in attendance, and that's going to be very fun and exciting. I think we are doing a little dinner with them. So if you want to come have dinner with the Four Horsemen, hang out, ask some questions, that is definitely an option. And then after the whole day and the pitch fest, how could I forget? So we definitely got over 6 entries. So thank you everyone who submitted your entry for the PulseChain pitch fest. We are going to be kind of reviewing those over the next few days and figuring out who the 6 are that we're going to bring out or that we're going to allow to speak in Vegas and pitch their ideas for building on PulseChain for a $2,500 grant. So super stoked. I'm really glad that we got a good number of entries to.
Could we please give credit where credit's due on who brought that pitch fest to us?
Well, yes, Black Hex. I mean, who else? Black Hexican. She does everything. She runs the world for us. She is. She's honestly. She comes up with everything. Literally everything that we do. Almost, except for the fact that we're going on tour, is Black Hexican's idea. So. RG is just like, let's do a tour. And Black Hexican says, yes, here, this is what we're going to do. So shout out to her. And it's
for my plane tickets. She doesn't get to take my plane ticket, do my plane ticket. Because I am not flying on Southwest. Fuck that. No more. Not doing it again.
Oh my God. So fancy. So fancy. See what we deal with?
It's not about being fancy. You may as well go out there and freaking spin the damn prop and get on the plane because somebody's going to get killed on that damn thing.
Fine. It's fine. It's so fine. All right. I'll almost done, I promise. After all of that whole day of fun and the pitch fest and AMA and everything, we're also going to have a VIP dinner and an after party held at a private venue. So it's a club. It's going to be awesome. Really great music, DJs, bottle service, all that good stuff. So join us for that. And then the next day, because we're going to be partying all night, come hang out Saturday, March 9th is our recovery day. We're going to let you all sleep in. And then around noon or 1, we're still working out the details. We're going to do a recovery brunch. I might read some sci-vive. We'll see. So that's what's going on. Also, last thing that I want to bring up, just because it's close to my heart and something that I'm working on, is the NFTs. So if you have been to a PulseChain event at any time in this last year, keep your eye out because I'm starting to work on our backlog. If you came out to the event, there's a form on our website where you can go and you can say, hey, this is the event that I went to. And as soon as I'm done making that NFT, it'll be available for you. So it's like a loyalty program. So some of you may already have a gold status because you went to so many of our events last year. So look into that. It's pulsechaintour.com/NFTs, and all the info is on that website. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you, SJ. Appreciate you. All right. We've got another one in the back here. Mr. Chocolate Tank coming to hang
The
out
cap
with
was
us.
supposed to say all that, by the way.
He does all right. Almost
Good luck.
every show he's on.
All that
Like that motherfucker. First of all, he can't read that much shit. There was some big words in there. I know he can't get them, and definitely he's gonna forget and probably see something else on his screen and start talking about it and go off somewhere
Every
else.
time.
That was awesome. Thank you, SJ.
Thanks, SJ. Appreciate you.
You're
And,
Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to follow that up.
What up, Josh?
What's up, Josh?
What's up, fam? How you guys doing tonight?
We are doing excellent, man. Just ready for another exciting weekend in Hexico.
I hear you on that one, man. It wouldn't surprise me if when people were getting ready to go to the gym, they just played a track of you unloading and your monologues every single Friday night. It's getting pretty awesome, dude.
Well, fuck. The boss is here. All right, I'm gonna bring her up. Do I need?
What'd I do? Did I do it wrong?
All right.
Did I do something wrong?
Well, here. Okay, everybody. The boss is here. Mind your P's and Q's. Black Hexican, how you doing? Did we do something wrong? It was SJ.
No.
She did
great.
it. It's her fault.
She took
Anything that happened, I didn't have nothing to do with it.
No, you did really well. I just needed to make sure that some people knew this. So we already accepted the 6 pitch projects, and they have actually received their emails of notification. Even if you didn't get accepted, you received an email of notification. And for whatever reason, sometimes PulseChain Tour emails end up in spam. So I just want to make sure that if you applied, please check your spam folder so that you can either accept, decline, or whatever. We got like a little, backup list if for whatever reason you applied and can't make it. So I just wanted to make sure that we got that information out there. But other than that, guys, you did great. Cap, the language. All right, I'm out.
Okay. Language. Come on, effing, and tell me about language. Oh, she didn't leave it. Oh, I thought she left.
Oh shit.
Hey, could you go in YouTube and give Trap a wrench? Does he have a wrench? Give Trap a wrench.
Let's see.
Give Trap
I've definitely got a good story for you guys tonight.
There we go.
Oh, let's hear. Go ahead and start. Let's do it.
And it has to do about this. Okay. This last Friday, I go to auctions and buy and sell and flip things to make a few extra bucks here and there. So the one that I sold at, I did a decent amount, got a check from them, went to go deposit it via through mobile deposit, said that there was a little issue. So, all right, I waited until Saturday morning, went to go deposit it at the bank. Everything seemed fine. They gave me a little bit of money and it'll clear like that Tuesday. Well, later that night, probably about 6 o'clock or so, I get a call from the fraud department and they were telling me that the check was fraudulent. What's interesting is I've worked with this company for over 10 years, buying and selling. Through basically to make the story short, I had to work with the fraud department and my bank for 4 days, running back and forth, trying to get things clarified so I can get this check cashed and run through the bank. The first time they actually asked me for multiple things on the list. And then I had to go take it to the issuer, got all the information, everything certified, took it back to them. And they said, sorry, that's not enough. You need more. I was starting to get a little peeved, needless to say. So went around. The owner was on fire. He was majorly pissed. So he is helping me. He went around, got that other stuff filled out that they want again. And fortunately, the second time around, we were able to get it cleared. But the point is it locks my accounts. I wasn't allowed to touch any of my money. My son has a joint account with me because he's not old enough to have his own account yet. So his account was locked on top of it. So it made it really hard to do anything. And it took a little over a week to get this taken care of. What sucks about this is they can do this to any one of us anytime they want to. And this is why I love crypto, because you don't have this middleman bullshit.
Unless you're in Bitcoin, and then they can do whatever they want to you again there too. I was hearing them say, "Oh yeah," somebody was in one of our Twitter Spaces earlier today, and he was talking about the beautiful how beautiful Bitcoin was, and how you can't take it from them, and you can't seize it, and blah blah blah. I'm like, wait a minute, dude. Did you see how much the U.S. government seized and is dumping on your head today? How much Bitcoin have they taken away from people?
They've been doing them for more than 10 years. That's how Draper got his bag. You know, he got a bunch of them from like the U.S. Marshals.
Yeah,
at a discount.
I think they should they should do it like drugs. If they confiscate it, burn that shit.
Burn it. Woo.
Burn that shit. Send it to a burn
lot
address.
of Bitcoin they would have burned in 10 years now. Because
why should
for
they be
him,
cashing
they gave
it
him
out?
a couple hundred.
Why should they be cashing out and dumping on our heads?
Well,
every time somebody gets fucked up in Bitcoin, guys, you get dumped on.
Man, but they almost always order it at like a really bad price. So they're like really bad at like selling it. Like when they sold it with, they sold all that. I guess it's already been 10 years. It's crazy because that was probably 2014. And I think it was like 4,000 coins or 400 coins. I don't remember. It was a bunch of coins, but it was like really cheap. And then like maybe a couple months later, it probably started pumping.
The German police just recently seized 50,000 Bitcoin from two folks, related to a crime that they
that was the
back
2 bill. That's a lot of money.
50,000 Bitcoin was seized within the last few weeks.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I say burn it. Burn it. Don't dump it on our heads.
There's no way that'll happen, though. Absolutely no way they would they would burn
anymore.
that.
No, of course not. Of course not. But if we set up a new crypto order, maybe we can do that. Anybody who's wrongdoing will burn their tokens.
Is there a chance that they do have those tokens, like like Satoshi's tokens, since 2011?
Who knows, man? Who knows? If anybody, something happened to Satoshi's wallet, didn't it? Somebody did something the other day to it, about a week ago.
They sent like $1 million to the wallet.
Oh, somebody sent a deposit to it.
Yeah, it was a bunch of money. I was like, what the fuck? Like, send that shit to me, man.
So, could you imagine if somebody was just fucked up the transaction? They were like checking out the wallet.
like checking the contract at one point. So copy paste the contract. I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna send this money. Wait, what the fuck? Where did I send that? Oh shit, I was checking the contract like 10 minutes ago. I forgot, man. I hope that's not what happened. Someone was telling me that it's just someone that maybe made like a bunch of money and it was just to like send like a message
or a message.
Yeah, but I was like, wouldn't that have been the same if you just sent one Bitcoin? Be like, all right, here's like one Bitcoin, 40 grand.
Yeah, it would have done the same thing, but $1 million. Well, maybe they've got more than that, right?
I don't know. Like Richard complains about paying $5 on trading view, so I don't know if like billionaires think differently. but I wouldn't have done
But obviously,
that.
wasn't Richard. Richard wouldn't have said it.
Like,
Richard,
yeah.
cheap motherfucker.
Yeah, he's mentioned about burning Bitcoin in the past. Like I remember him giving shit to Chris DeRose in like 2017 about burning Bitcoin. So yeah, that's been a message. Don't burn your Bitcoin. Don't burn your crypto. So for us, it works. For them and their narratives, like have you noticed like the ETF narrative now that they're doing like the whole cash thing, they don't mention
Oh
the whole
yeah.
21 million. They don't mention the scarcity. They did it for like a couple of months there when it pumped because they were trying to say that there was just not enough. They were only minting like 900. Now with the halving, it was going to go down, so they were incentivizing everyone to just pump the price. And now they don't even mention it. Like it was almost like they were trashing it. I think like Fink and Diamond, they were actually trashing Bitcoin, which I thought it was crazy because then they're trashing the asset that they have a derivative of. So they think that the asset is trash, but then their paper thing is actually good. So yeah, we're living in like
That's
some
funny, right?
weird yeah, and they go on TV and they can
That thing's
say
no
that it's
good,
like
but my
crazy
thing
shit.
wrapped around it that represents it is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. It's crazy. And they say that too with gold. They say it with everything, because with gold, they're going to tell you, oh, well, it's just like a chunk of metal over there. Like, you don't want that. Like, don't do that. And then you're like, whoa, okay. So, yeah, in a couple of years, I think no one's going to know what's real money. And then they're going to have all this investments in paper and,
It's a
like
pump
paper
fake.
assets.
It's a pump fake.
Yeah.
They're pump faking on
Yep.
everybody. They're faking the funk on a funky dunk and pump faking on you. That's it. Yeah,
But
buddy.
they're
I'm gonna need to
they're
turn whatever
absorbing
you
all
just
the
said into a song.
right, there you go. They're absorbing all the Bitcoin though at the same time. Now they have a bunch of money in Bitcoin. Like all them, BlackRock and Fidelity and
Oh yeah.
like
They're
billions
loaded
of
up.
dollars in Bitcoin.
They are loading up. I saw yesterday like $3 billion moved in Bitcoin just before noon. I woke up, it was like boom, boom, $2 billion. And I think Richard tweeted about something that happened with a couple $1 billion with the Bitcoin that morning. So I think that might have been that move and why it moved. But that every day for the last few days, it's been like 3-4 billion that have been moving per day. I mean, it's crazy. It's just the bull market is here. It's in.
Wow.
It is in.
I've been saying for the last, I don't know, ever since I've had a platform, I've been saying that we're probably only a cycle or two away from Bitcoin becoming just institutional money. Like retail is going to be priced out within the next cycle or two. And the crazy thing is Ethereum is probably only 2 or 3 cycles away from that also. It's not going to be very long before Ethereum's in the exact same boat. And if you notice, as soon as the Bitcoin ETFs got approved, the focus then started to go towards Ethereum. And now you're starting to see May 23rd is when the first potential Ethereum spot ETF is going to be available and all this stuff. So it's, you could see the money shift. You could see that it was a buy the rumor, sell the event news. And you can see that all the focus is going into Ethereum now.
That's good.
Yeah. And we've throughout the history of crypto, since Ethereum's been around, is what we've seen during these bull runs is Bitcoin pumps. Value comes over to Ethereum. Ethereum pumps with the altcoins pump, boom, and back to Bitcoin. Boom, 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 back and forth, back and forth. It's the same story every time. You can almost set your watch to it or get real rich. Watching what's really going on here, folks.
Do you think this is something that can last forever though into the next couple cycles? I got to imagine once institutional money seriously takes over, I got to imagine it's going to throw off that cycle somehow. Well,
I've heard that narrative before when they tried the last 2 cycles to do so. And what do? They're toying with this thing like a lion would a mouse, or a cat would a mouse, getting all wet and sloppy and laying there half dead. And then they let it crawl away a little bit and then they fuck it up again. And then they let it crawl away a little bit and then they fuck it up again. That's what's going on here. This is the play toy. They have a spot where they look. Those guys are pros at this. People think that we got some kind of leverage on them being in Bitcoin and being in crypto. Those guys know what they're doing when it comes to manipulating money. They're like laughing at
the
all
markets
of
are
us.
so much. Yeah.
They go, your little Bitcoin thing don't mean jack fucking squat to us. We can squash you. One company can squash this whole fucking thing. One company out there, one of the top companies, top 100 companies in the world can go out there and destroy this whole thing. But they're playing with it like a mouse, and a cat and a mouse. That's what's going on here. They did it before. They will grab as much of this stuff as they can behind the scenes, OTC trades like we're seeing right now. They will then throw some nifty news out there to get everybody fired up, and then they'll start pumping it little by little, and then they'll watch the pleb money pour in. They'll watch all of you get the Robinhood app, and all of your friends and neighbors and kids are in school with the Robinhood app buying crypto like it's no tomorrow, and it's going to 20K now, 20K, and everybody's getting in there watching it, and they're watching it, and they're watching it, and they're going, okay, we just made our 15-20%. Pull it. And they pull the rug, and it starts crashing, and all the people start screaming and jumping out and running to the freaking hills, and
Jamie Dimon fudding it, and then
fudding
it on one side while they buy it on the other side. Yeah.
And they're making money all the way down. And then guess what they do? They go in the back and they go to all of your Bitcoin bros, all of your big giant bag holders that are out there preaching Bitcoin and all of this stuff that is supposed to be. And they're the ones, guys, that are selling this shit behind your backs to those fucking institutions, because that's where they got to get that Bitcoin. They ain't getting it from nowhere else. They're getting it from backdoor deals from the fucking people that are telling you to buy that shit. That's where they're getting it. And then they're dumping it on your heads. And they're buying it back up at the bottom when they make the bottom, and all of you sell it all, run into the hills, and they make another 15% on the bottom after they've made their 15% on the top. And they do it over and over and over again. I mean, right idea. It hasn't changed, right? We've been around for a few cycles.
And less supply in 2 months. So then, I mean, they're buying more than the 900 that they're minting now. So,
yeah, there's more demand than there is, being produced, and it's happening behind our backs. And the big Bitcoin wallets are dumping on you. They're dumping on your heads, folks.
Yeah.
So remember,
I'm ready to see that though. What's going to happen when the wallets from Grayscale stop dumping, and then all the buys from BlackRock, Fidelity, Van Eck, everything's just going to consume everything that's coming out of the market, and then the halving comes, which, like I said, it's just going to split all that supply that's coming from Bitcoin, and then I mean, it's going to get crazy, because then the Fed's going to keep printing, and then we're not going to be in fiat, and then Hex just going to keep just ripping. So sorry to everyone that's in fiat right now, but there's chance, there's still a chance.
That's really why Hex is so good, because it solves all these problems. I mean, look at this, right? Let's just talk about mining operations. Mining operations are pooled, guys. They are centralized. You can't be a miner unless you go and you get into a pool. And that centralizes that whole fucking process. So they can talk all they want about how decentralized it is and how badass bitchin' untouchable Bitcoin is. That is all bullshit narrative. We've seen it. We just talked about it getting seized. The shit barely works. Miners, it costs you so much to put together a goddamn miner, and by the time you get it, you ain't mining shit. Only big companies with pools. I mean, and look at this. 52,745 validators within the first year.
Nice.
Mine's running back here. Printing money, guys. And it's just my pulse sitting there. Just my pulse sitting there. Wasn't doing anything in my wallet anyway. So I'm part of the system, which is what everybody wanted to be when Bitcoin came out. Oh, I want to be part of the system. I want to mine. I want to mine and do my part to be to validate the blockchain. You can't do that anymore in Bitcoin. You can do it here in Hex. You can do it with PulseChain. Do it with PulseChain. And you can do it with Hex. Both of those coins, you can be a minter. You can mint more Hex and you can mint more Pulse. And it's not going to cost you an arm or a leg. Now, one day, validating will. And one day, your T-shares are going to be, way more expensive than they are today. That's for sure. So remember, he who starts to tap into these resources that we have early are the ones that are going to win. You're all so early. You're all so early. Being able to stake right now before remember guys, the big payday money and the big wallets are going to end up being a thing of the past. Most of them are going to be gone after 7.5 years. And see, that's why I don't understand all this crying right now. I know, guys, I know in a bear market it hurts. And I know in a bear market seeing wallets dump hurts, but it's good for the system. It's healthy. It's cleansing. It's giving you better price action right now. Do you guys understand that instead of crying about it, you should be applauding it? That you should be glad that OGs are dumping on your heads right now, especially in a bear market? Do you know how many big wallets have liquidated themselves in this bear market? Holy crap, that's a beautiful thing. You don't want them liquidating at the top. You want them liquidating now so that you can get a hold of it. You guys are cheering on and fighting the wrong shit. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream, bitches. Come on. Look at what you got in front of your face. Look at what's really going on here. You're crying and screaming and eating shit and barking at the moon, man. You don't get it. You guys don't get it yet. You don't get it.
I think there's a lot more people than we think that forget how early we are. And especially with shorter attention spans today, I feel like people are more inclined today to pull the parachute before they even jump out of the airplane. Yeah. And it's just, you have to constantly remind yourself just how early you are and just be patient. Because in a lot of ways, the hardest thing to do is just sit around and not do anything. And we're seeing a lot of people that are starting to get jittery and starting to get antsy. And it's like, just hold on a little bit longer. That's all you got to do. Don't pull the parachute before you even jump out of the airplane. So, but we'll see.
EES, the button, hit it, punch it.
I'm going to see if I can get this pulled up and see if you guys can see it. This is the best saying.
Yeah, you're going to have to read it, my friend. It's too small for me anyway.
It says, life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain.
Yeah.
We got to be happy with what we got now, because if we're patient and we wait, words aren't going to be able to explain the experience when it comes for us. It's going to be mind blowing.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right. So, more pleasant things. Anything else going on this week that anybody was excited about? No.
I mean, we had a bunch of folks from the Tang Gang in our Wednesday night special edition. We had Too Spooky on, and the Tang Gang pretty much raided our chat. And what was funny is right towards the end of the show, like we were getting ready to close out, and I think you were going live at 10 o'clock Eastern time, which would have been 7 o'clock your time. On Wednesday night too, so we tried to organize a little pirate raid of ourselves over to your stream. So
I always appreciate it. Always appreciate it.
Yeah,
Let me know
of
next time if you guys are streaming around me. I'll bring everybody over there.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that was awesome. We had Too Spooky on, and it was my first time ever talking to him. I really had only had limited sort of exposure to the content that he had and all that stuff, but awesome conversation, and the dude is smart. I'm super anti meme coin, and to hear a conversation where he's you know, he's very much into meme coins, and he was bringing up a couple different points of conversation that I thought were valid, you know, especially as like with me, I'm anti meme coin. I just am, because 95% of them are rug pulls, but he was bringing up some decent arguments, and I thought it was a great conversation. So we had a lot of fun on Wednesday night.
Yeah, you know, and that's the thing about, you know, meme coins and NFTs and Ponzi's. You know, I mean, let's face it, even the stuff that works is really just a Ponzi, shuffling stuff around, scraping a little here, scraping a little there, a little bit for me, a little bit for Santa Claus, a little bit more for me, a little bit more for Santa Claus. You know, that whole thing. And there's nothing that we should all really worry about. If that's what people want to do and they want to do that, let them, you know. Look, I know we all want a virtue signal, and we want to say, hey, crypto can save the world. Crypto can fix money. How are we going to fix money if we're memeing NFT and blah, blah, blah? Well, we need to get loud. We need to get loud. And we need to be, the world needs to hear us. Let's face it. Dog with a hat wins over Hex. Bottom line. Dog with a hat beats Hex. And that's a sad, sad, sad fucking thing. My friends and family, last bull market, called me up asking about Dog with a hat. Not Hex. Not what I've been doing for 5 years. They want to know about Dog with a hat. What have I been doing? Did I do it wrong? What? And guess what? Those same fucking people are going to call me this bull market and ask me about Dog with a hat. Again. Swear. And you all know it's true. Tell me that your people don't call you when things go up and ask you about Dog with a hat. Everybody? Shaking your heads? Yes.
A week
right?
too late. He's like, oh yeah, the top was last week. Let's go.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, another OG Cabal member. Marco the Hexican. What's up?
What's up, people? What's going on, man? How you guys
What's
doing?
going on, dude?
Hello.
Good to see me.
Hello, SJ, Josh, Robert, IB. Captain, what's up, man? What's going on?
Oh, good.
All good. All good.
You guys having a good conversation, man. It's true what you said, man. Like, you know, you could do your best to help family, friends, everyone, and no matter what, they're gonna tell you no, they're gonna ignore you, they're gonna, you know, whatever it is, they're gonna be like, oh, here we go again, the conversation. And when shit pops off, you know, next you know, they're hitting you up like, how do I get into this again? What app do I have to download again? And can you come
How
over
do I get
tonight
Dog
and
with
do
a
it?
hat?
No, now it's frogs. Dogs
Oh,
was last
frogs.
year, right? Now it's frogs, you know, and then tomorrow's gonna be penguins and, you know, some other stuff. And it's crazy, man. It's like they're willing to get these simple little things, right? That, you know, you will laugh at, and the things that really will change their life, or like really teach them about crypto and all that stuff, real DeFi, real stuff, they will ignore. And it could be 2-3 years. They can see your whole life change, man. Your whole life change. I haven't stepped in an office in almost 4.5 years, right? Like I done well for myself. I see many Hexicans do very well for themselves, all that stuff. The family members, friends, they could be pulling their hair out, and they know exactly what you did, exactly word for word. They seen the tweets, they seen the videos, they seen you go to conferences, they seen you do everything, and they would still not do it up to the last second when the top is in and stuff like that. And then they want to ask you the questions, right? Yep. And then they be like, then finally when they do it, they put that 1,000 or whatever it is. They're like, but why is not 100K tomorrow? Like, bro, it's supposed to put this like 2 years ago, like a year ago, you know, like at the bear, you know. So it's crazy, man.
Hey, we got another we got somebody new in the green room. I'm gonna bring him up. His name's MFS. What's happening, man? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, bro.
What's going on? Welcome.
I'm just chilling, man. I've got like 50 screens up. I didn't expect to be here right now. How you going?
Well, you're here.
There you go.
All right.
How are we?
Welcome. Is this your first time on, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm Lurker. I've been in this space for like 2-3 years. And this is the first time actually joining. I didn't expect that to work. How you going?
Right on. You made it.
Welcome, man.
Good.
Yeah, thanks for coming up.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I saw Bitcoin for the first time in 2013 and was advised by my family to stay away from it. And then saw it again in 2017 and thought, oh yeah, scams had a second shot. And then when it came in 2021, I'm like, I'm not fucking missing this. So I got in, I think Bitcoin got up to like 70K and it dumped to 30. And I took that as my chance to just put in like quite a bit of money. And thought that I was a genius when we got that second pump. And then I'm getting to my point. And then when that all went to shit, I decided to sell investment property, and I've been aping in all through 22, 23. And then I got fucking lucky because PulseChain came along, and then that like came out and it died in the ass. And then September of last year, I was lucky enough to ape in at those levels, and I'm just chilling, watching everything happen. I'm not trying to like trade or guess the market, but I'm optimistic that I think what Richard Hart says is pretty true. Like it's hard to sort of find truth in this space because so many people talk shit, but at the end of the day, it's really that simple. You just buy and you hold. That's it. Yeah. And eventually every dog gets its day. There's a reason why this space is still around. And when that euphoria comes back, you just fucking make the bank. But I mean, you can't try and be too smart with it, I think. But yeah, that was off the cuff. Spinning out that I'm talking to you guys. How yous going?
Yeah, man. That's great story, man. It's awesome. It's awesome, man. Glad you're here. Glad you made the right moves. You know, it's gonna pay off, man. You know, some people they don't do anything. Some people, you know, they pull the trigger, and you know, it's scary as hell pressing that buy button. It's, you know, a million things go through your head. Like, did I make the wrong decision? And sometimes nothing happens. A month, 2, 3, 6 months, nothing happens. And you're like, fuck, I made the wrong mistake, this and that. And then next you know, boom. Yeah, it all comes, you know. So
I think everyone needs to go through that first phase of a bear where you do that. You push the button, you freak out. You push the button, you freak out. You probably wreck yourself like 10 times. But if you can just persevere, eventually, like 2 or 3 years go by, and you get some pretty good fucking prices. Forgive me for swearing.
Oh, you absolutely have to.
You're in the ecosystem of swearing.
The FN Hangout.
It is.
Let me bring up Max Yasmin. What's happening?
Hey, what's up, Max?
What's up?
What's up?
Hey, did anyone get like some updated terms of service when they were like from their banks about arbitration clauses?
Well, what bank would that be? If you don't mind.
So I got a updated terms of service from one of my banks, and it seems like my guess is that they're going to be bail-ins soon. So that's concerning. So, anyways,
you're in America?
Other bank. Say again?
You're in America?
Yeah, this is the United States.
Oh, interesting. Wow.
And so I'm just getting additional bank accounts and diversifying that way instead of putting it all in one bank.
Yeah.
There's that Fed program ending in like a month and a half. So I don't know if that's probably not it though, because that would be like between them negotiating. There's probably going to be a new program like a week after that called insert funny name here.
Oh, you mean the Fed Now thing?
No, it's called something federal term lending, something that ends March something.
Interesting.
Okay.
What are you saying happened? Your bank's going to stop paying you money, or what?
No. It's in case there's a dispute. What companies often do is have arbitration. So instead of going to court and both sides spending a lot of time and money on lawyers, they have effectively basically a private court. And the thing is that,
of course,
it's just it's concerning that it's happening now. I've never seen that before. I know there are arbitration clauses, but they're changing the terms of service.
So your government guarantees up to 250K anyway, though, doesn't it?
Well, the thing is that FDIC only covers something like 3% of deposits or something like that, and so maybe it's 0.2%, and so. Just as there were bailouts in 2008, I suspect from what I hear from people who are much more knowledgeable about this than I am and who I'm deferring to, they think they're going to be bail-ins. Basically, instead of people getting their money, they're going to be given worthless stock within that company or that bank that failed.
Well, that's almost what they've been doing since those banks went bad last March. Because the FDIC couldn't cover all So what they did was, instead of covering just 250, they covered everything with money. You know,
I thought
'cause-
it was money that they could cash out. I thought it was.
well, I mean, yeah, I mean, like you can cash out fiat, but it's not like bars of gold in the Fed, you know. So it's just they tell you, all right, we're only going to cover you 250,000. Instead, a bunch of companies, including Circle, they have billions of dollars. So imagine if Circle has like $2 billion there of their reserves of USDC, and then they tell them we're only going to give you 250K. They were going to, you know, lose a lot of money, like a couple billions of dollars that were not going to be insured. So the Fed just stepped in, and then they just took the toxic acid, gave the good ones to Jamie Dimon, and then continued business as usual. They just kept the doors open. It's just banks don't have reserves anymore. They've been working under fractionary reserve for a bunch of years. Since March of 2020, they have zero reserves. So they just, whenever they are running low on money, they just kind of call the Fed and say, "Hey, we need some digits in our computers."
Yeah, they're
'Cause
actually
they just-
negative, right? ID.
Mhm.
They're
What do you
not
mean?
even-
What was
they're not
negative?
even
Well,
all, they're just broke. They're
we're all
negative.
negative now. It's just like, you know, I mean,
All
we
of
have
us, yeah,
like,
they dumped it on us.
I mean,
They're waiting
it's
to press
just-
that button to just
yeah,
nuke
it's
it
just
all.
March of 2020, the system kind of changed because now banks just don't even have a reserve with the Fed. And then nobody complained. I mean, it's not like before that. It's not like they had gold before. Before it was a fractionary reserve, all rehypothecated, big old
Yeah,
mess.
fake gold.
Exactly.
And now they don't
But
have
now
fake
it's
gold.
Not even that. Exactly.
Yeah,
now
it's crazy.
I mean, I don't know. It's gonna get, at one point, it's gonna get to like $1 quadrillion, and then people are gonna be like, all right, we're gonna go get the gold that covers the first like billion, I'm assuming, you know, and then they're like, oh, we don't even have that, because everything is just.
Don't you guys think the rumors about a massive reset or some cyber attack or some kind of excuse? Because what you were saying about the reserve, it used to be 10%, right? Which in itself was how this Ponzi went so high for so long. But then they removed that. No one talks about it, but there's literally no reserves anymore. Like how does anybody make sense of that? And so if it's an A or B scenario, either they will be held to account or they won't. And if they're not held to account, the story
no, never.
No. It's
But if they
never
are-
going to reset either. It's going to be a slow, grinding, unwinding, uncovering, kind of weird. Just it's never going to just be push a button. Hey, we're going to do a start over. Or it's not going to happen like that. It's going to be pushing assets and companies and governments in different directions that make it all kind of, you know, end up where it's going to end up. It's never going to be something.
2020.
It's going to be a black swan.
2020. Yeah, 2020 was the closest thing to a reset, because it was like, all right, the banks don't have reserve requirements. They're allowed to do crypto custody in the summer. And then they also were getting repo. So
it was like a head start for them. That's what it is.
Trillions of dollars. It was like they're called like repurchase agreements. So it's just, it was another program. It's just like this FT whatever program that was called. Well, back in 2019, like September 17 or something, like middle of September, just the markets were like, I remember the banks were needing like lending between each other. And then the loans were getting to like 8%, 9% of billions of dollars in 24 hours. So they just needed a new program.
And
so it's just, they call the Fed and they say, hey, we need new digits. And then they're like, oh yeah, we have this new program that works like magic, and it's going to help everything. And then it fixes everything for like 2 weeks. And then they have to do reverse repo. Then they have to do, you know, and then it's just all part of QE, quantitative easing. And
that's the biggest bullish case for crypto. Like crypto is like the antidote to this bullshit.
That's where you got to get in now, man. Get ahead of the game, ahead of the world, man.
Don't be in fiat. Yeah, don't be in fiat.
ID, Marco, could one of you guys translate this for us?
I'm sorry, I read Chinese.
He's just making fun of me. He's just saying that I look like an astrologist right now, something like that. He's trolling.
I just want to honor our Spanish-speaking folks out in the chat and get.
Oh, there you go. So I can read. I mean, I can read it. Yeah, me encanta IB. Parece un consejero planetario intergaláctico de economía y finanza interestelar. So he's just trolling me though. But it's just
interstellar finance. I dig it.
This is
being Spanish trolled. Nice. Nice.
Hey,
Punching
RG,
through,
really,
guys.
really quick. So SJ reached out to me the other day that you guys are doing the tour, and you were like, some folks to try to maybe donate for merchandise to help out with the tour and stuff. So, yeah, I'm down for it. I want to be able to do like anywhere from like 50 to 100 hats. I want to do shirts.
That's
I want to
awesome.
do like bags for you guys. So,
Oh man,
a couple of things I want to do for you guys to help out.
dude.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's a
everybody,
lot, man.
Marco hats
That's
in the
huge.
bags. There's going to be Marco hats in the bags.
I want to be able to do some
or
stuff
merch.
for you guys. Yeah.
Thanks,
Nice.
Marco, man. We appreciate it. And also shout out to all the folks who are helping us by putting swag together and sending it to us. We appreciate all of you. Brian Magruder, Hex Toys, all of you that have been contributing. Who else? Suzanne.
Yeah, Suzanne's incredible. Love her work.
Puts our shirts together. I gotta buy some shirts from her anyway. I owe her some money for shirts. Shoot, I gotta remember that. But yeah, all of you. Thank
Make
you
it Miriam, Vibra, skincare, side
Vibra, yes.
effects.
There's a
We
lot of
reached
them
out
out there.
to almost everybody we reached out to said yes, we can, help out with a little something, and that's great because it's either gonna do like we do giveaways every time, right? So we're either gonna be able to give away like Hex Fashion Network. He's sending us 11 shirts, so each stop will give away one of his shirts. Aussie's Greatest is sending us some of their necklaces, so that might be one of the VIP bags is gonna have Aussie's Greatest in it. So shout out to everyone out there building in every way that you are, right?
Yeah.
Some
It
people
matters.
build
Matters.
with their hands. Some people build with code. Some people build with traveling around in a bus. So, it takes all of us.
Yeah,
It does.
I agree.
And we appreciate all of you for making
And
the
it's hard
posting.
work, man. Like a lot of these people do, handcrafting. They do all, they do rugs, jewelry, all that stuff. It's not easy, man. Like it's hard work, man. And
Some
for
of
them
us-
to do that, it's awesome.
Build
My-
by logging onto 7 accounts at the same time. What is-
Yeah,
That is cool.
I love your hat, man. That's one of my favorites. That's like my.
Yeah, there's one I want to send you. You Kinetics. I'm actually making some now. I'll just show you real quick. So, like these American types I've been making.
I think I still have Kinetics and sitting over here in a box.
He was telling me the other day. He's like he didn't
Like,
give me
damn
my shit
RG.
yet. So like this
I
one
got
right
his
here.
wallet and everything. I love my.
So this
wallet.
one right here, right?
Captain,
is
this
basically-
payback for the original T-shirts that never. Do you remember the original T-shirts?
The ones that got stuck
one
in
of
the
them.
Suez Canal.
And then
Does
this is,
everybody remember that?
Another one.
Oh, that is nice.
I was like, old school.
I like the other one with the M16 on that one.
Yeah, man. That's
Oof,
actually the
that's a
original.
nice
This one's the original blueprint, patent that was ever
Yeah.
made for the first AR-15. So I was able to get that and put that on and stuff like that. So yeah, man. And then another thing I was doing.
Oh, so now you're
basically-
gonna make a brim and a patch.
Yeah. So like it's a brim over here, and then you have the patch too. So this is both leather, and basically the hat looks like this.
Ooh.
I put it
Did
all
you come up-
put it all
did you come
myself.
up with that idea?
Yeah, I have never
That's
seen
great.
people do this before.
I've never
And then,
seen
for
it.
example, this is the First Amendment, like the original First Amendment, right?
Oh, nice.
Right there, the original handwriting. And then and that's the Second Amendment. This is the First Amendment right here. We the people.
Oh, that is
So
cool.
these are things I'm going to put on the hats. Election coming up soon and all that stuff. So,
Yeah, and hey, it fits right in with our narrative with freedom
Yeah.
of speech.
and it matters,
Yeah.
It matters, especially more than ever.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It does.
Couple of cool
And
things
by
I'm
the
making.
way, can we put up the Pulse petition? Link?
Yeah.
I want to give one more run at this for everybody. We have an amicus brief that Kinetics, our own Kinetics and Crypto Coffee put together and submitted. And we have close to 50,000 signatures on that. thing.
Insane,
That is
man.
insane for a crypto community
Yeah,
of this size.
crazy.
So thank you to everybody who signed. If you haven't signed it, we're going to throw it up there, pulsepetition.com. Go up there. Let's get one final run before this thing goes through, and let's get this in front of the judges when it comes to defending our freedom of speech and what we think blockchain means. And
Hey, RG, you know what's beautiful
what's that?
is that I seen people when you guys were posting it up everywhere. I seen people outside the community, XRP community, etc. Actually signed it and said, "Hey, I'm down for that." It helps out. It's all about crypto and stuff like that. So to see that, like other communities sign and help us out with this, it was a beautiful thing to see. It matters, man.
And look at it's little things like this that you can do. And it's not such a little thing. Thank you, Sandy. She includes it on her website. If you've got a website, put it on your website. I told everybody, hey, get the link and send out a text message to everybody in your phone. Just say, hey, look, this is what I believe in. This is what I'm doing. You don't have to get into crypto or whatever, but hey, would you sign this petition for us so that we can say blockchain is freedom of speech and protect the people that we're backing up here, that are doing the good work, that are doing the right thing? Because Richard Hart's a good man and he's doing the right thing and we should get behind him. And if you can just send that out to everybody in your phone, everybody's got hundreds of people in their phone. Just send it out to friends and family and have them sign it and get that amicus brief out there with lots of signatures on it. We got one more push here, and then we're going to end up submitting it. I think Kinetics and them are getting ready to get this in front of the lawyers.
Incredible, man.
And
Yeah.
Cap, I heard that I mentioned, like someone had mentioned that they might do more than one.
Yes.
So that sounds good.
There's other things going on too in the background. I don't think I'm allowed to talk with them. About
shoot.
them. I got a
Sorry, then I heard something.
No. This is a completely different thing. So there's another lawsuit out there that's floating around that has landed on my desk now, and we're pursuing it here in the state of California. So I don't know how much I can say, but that's about what I can say now. They've contacted me. So lots of good stuff going on, lots of good fighting happening, lots of real stuff, real work being done. In the crypto space, in the legal space, in the political space. And it's Hexicans doing it. It's us doing it on our own. Richard's not out supporting all this stuff with, dollars and he tweets about his things, but we're all making this happen. And that's what's freaking important, is that all of us going out and doing our thing and making this stuff happen. Foundations, tours, making merch, making podcasts. Robert making stuff help in the background. I mean, all of you, everybody has value. Everybody's bringing something to the table, and just keep doing those things, being positive. And, and we need our people out there poking people in the eye, I guess.
You love that shit.
I know it feeds me, I guess. I don't know.
The first few weeks, once you know,
I just wanted to address real quick, because I guess I haven't really been talking about the bus much or updating people, and a lot of people are. Oh dear. I'm not full. It's fine. So all I want to say is that, because people are like, oh, your bus needs a makeover. Like no one wants to see this podunk beat up old.
Don't listen to them. OG.
94 Ford bus. Putting around, promoting PulseChain. So everything's kind of up in the air with the bus. I mean, right now I live in it. I'm not living in it right now because it's at the shop. But I know that my goal is that hopefully, with some of what I will take as profits over this next year, a new vehicle will come into my life so that we can wrap that and get that, as my new on the road home kind of bus thing going on, but for now it's either going to end up in my mom's backyard forever for myself as a little apartment here, or in Richard Hart's museum someday.
That'd be dope. I see, that will be dope. That would be dope. It's well deserved. Well deserved.
So I just want to say thank you. Like, it would be so much more than that thing is even worth.
With a little wax SJ in it.
I know, right? Trying to fix it.
We get
this year we're doing a lot of the traveling that we're doing. I'm actually going to be flying in and out of most of the locations. I would love to take it to Las Vegas. There's just a couple of things that if I can get them fixed, and it's been an ongoing issue that I've known about. So if this can get fixed, then I think I can take it at least to Vegas. But it's just, everything's kind of just up in the air with it. But I appreciate everyone, reaching out and wanting to help. Like, I don't really know what to say in terms of like how you can or should or want to, but I got a donation address. Oh, awildsj.pls. Hey,
there you go.
Shout out Pulse domains, man. That stuff, so cool. I love it. So simple now.
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that.
I did want to say something earlier before we got into this. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
What I think is completely and utterly amazing is we're just not making ripples. We're making waves in the water, and it's getting the big people to see us and what's happening. they're noticing what we're doing, and it
Mhm.
scares them.
Oh yeah.
We need to make more waves to get more people to see.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and that's why I like our loud folks. They're making enough noise and banging enough pots, running around with tinfoil hats on, and making people notice them, and that's cool because then once they do come inside, they do see what's really happening here, and once you unpeel the hex onion and you understand what we're doing, you'll realize. And Chris, I 100% agree with you. The world is going to know how flawed Bitcoin is really soon. Really, really soon. And whether they don't buy it or not is going to, or whether or not they buy it is going to be seen. But even with it as flawed as it is, people are still buying it.
Yeah. In fact, I want to make a point to that. I was in another spaces. Like I've been kind of branching out in general in spaces lately. In fact, I was able to promote the Dev Pitch Fest in a totally non-hex related space. I just jumped in there. I saw that it said something about multi-chain alliance, and I was like, I'm gonna take, a lot of people had NFT PFPs. I was like, I'm gonna like take a little step in this world and find out if this water is okay to swim in. So I requested speaker, and they let me up, and I just said, hey, I'm super new here. And I, kind of mentioned who I was and the community that I was involved with. And I said, I don't know this space, but I would assume that there may be some developers in here. Talked about the pitch fest, and then I just hung out there, because I was like, well, they were nice enough to let me up on stage, and so I'm going to kind of reciprocate and hang out with them. And they, it was just a trip. To a lot of them are devs, a lot of them kind of in the NFT and gaming space, and they were like, talking a little bit about Solana, and a lot of them were, Bitcoin sounded kind of had the Bitcoin maxi vibe, and I was just like, man, like it was so interesting to me as someone who's come into crypto through Hex, and that's been, my space for the last few years. I haven't really known anything else or any other community. So that's something else I want to encourage everyone to do. Like if you've got the time, if you've got the energy, try to go into a spaces that maybe you've never gone into before, and, see if they'll allow you to come up and talk and open this, just like we are here, right? Just like FN is open to anyone at any time. Like we don't care what community you come from. Like we want, in fact, that's kind of part of the promotion I've been trying to do with FN lately. If you guys have seen the change in the thumbnails and things like that, it doesn't say FN Hangout all big or Hexican, and RG, we've had some talks about that, but at the same time,
I didn't call it talking. They yell at me. They yell at me all the time, guys.
I know.
These two ladies, they yell at me all the time. But they have been
true.
straightened out, Captain. They have been
Not
straightened
true.
out. Tam, thank you for the kind words, and thank you. I appreciate that.
But AJ, that's awesome that you did that, right? Because what the RG said right at the beginning of the stream, right? All you got to do is just get one.
Yeah.
Just get one.
And I had
You
one guy
go
reach
to-
out to me because of
There
that
you go.
space. He was like, "Hey, man, it sucks what they're doing to Richard." And he's like, he was like, "I'm gonna go out to Philadelphia and talk to him." I was like, "What?" Well, he's not in Philadelphia, but
Hey, let him go.
yeah, I appreciate your
I'm
passion.
telling you guys,
Philadelphia, Finland. It's close enough.
Hey, right?
I'm out, on tour all the time.
It works,
with
man.
all the Hexicans and SJ and Black Hexican, and no matter where we go, no matter what we're doing, SJ never misses a waiter, a waitress, a maitre d'. She a Uber driver or whoever it is. She is always throwing a card, a sticker. We never pass a trash can without it getting a sticker put on it by somebody around her or something. She is tireless. She's always, always closing.
Done.
And shout out
Nice.
to everyone that supplied me with stickers, especially
awesome.
recently. I got a big stack of them now, so I put them everywhere.
You know who else does that a lot? Lindsay the Hexican. He does that a lot. She's everywhere, promoting stickers, cards, all that stuff. So, guys, it matters, man. That one person tells 10 people, and then those 10 people tell 20 more people. You just don't know.
I've got a quick question. Just a quick question on what you're saying with the stickers, right? I just realized the background thing, first time ever. So, and I also just realized that it's live. So again, but the question is, I've onboarded my whole, not my whole family, but a few people. And one question I had was, like, you know how you've got prepaid credit cards?
Mm-hmm.
And the community's got a lot of like developers and people that build stuff, and maybe someone can point me in the right direction. But I was thinking, how cool would it be like if I wanted to give somebody a birthday gift of like $50 or $20, and normally you just buy $20 or $30 prepaid Visa cards and they spend it where they like. What if you could buy prepaid Hex cards or PulseChain cards, which you preload, and it automatically links to a wallet. So when you preload it, it activates, and all they need to do is like scan a QR code, and it opens up their own wallet, and then it's up to them to explore and try and either access those funds or add to them, or
So
I like
EcoBuilder,
I think you should be doing it.
reach out to EcoBuilder. He has done something very similar. Not I don't think it's the exact same thing, but he's got this really cool, it looks like a dollar bill, and it's got all this information on it. Because one of the largest things in that process is that you want to make sure that they're going to understand the security aspect of it, right? That they have their keys. And so that's a big part of it. But if you don't know who that is, hit me up, and I will get you their info. And because he's also got a lot of ideas like that. And, you know, that may be something he's either like kind of already working on or thought of, but that is a great idea. Like, I think that's something that
it's awesome.
Yeah.
I can say crypto Kool-Aid is like, that's easy, you know?
I think another cool idea is actually creating the wallet for them. And then like you write down the seed phrases and everything. And then when you present it to them, you're like, listen, now let me tell you about security before you even dive into this thing.
I've done that.
And then,
but I wanted something so easy so that they can take it to work. And if they want to give someone a gift, they don't have to, you know what I mean? But yeah, you're right, man. You need to sit with them and talk them through it. And it's a headache, but you know, you got to do it, I guess.
Someday.
That's a cool idea, man. It's really cool.
That intense, but
write it down, man. Don't forget me. You'll forget over here. Trust me. Write
And
it down.
one day we'll be talking about this. Remember when we used to teach people how to onboard, and it was so difficult, and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
One of these days it'll all change, and it'll be simple and easy. And you know, all of the crypto tech dev bros will stop making things so difficult and hard, and we'll actually have real applications that we can simply download, like a Robinhood app, and put crypto right on it.
I don't get it. Why don't you
crypto.
guys just tell the person that you want to get into crypto, you'll send them $50 worth of crypto if they give you their public address? Like, wouldn't that be an incentive? If they say, I don't want $50, then, you know, why would you want to waste time, you know, talking with devs or working on a project or whatever, when it's just so simple that if they don't want to do it, why would you waste your money?
Well, I will say, because you never know what that one idea could turn to, right? Like his idea could just end up being about a card, but it could end up being something much greater when the devs actually is building it. So you never know.
You never know.
You never know where
coiners,
virality is going to come from, too. You know,
some people they wish that card
configuration, and you never know if that one person that you brought in's next door neighbor's grandma is the one that creates the freaking buzz that blows all of crypto across the world. You know what I mean? It's just, you never know. So we just always got to keep bringing in one. That's it.
Well said.
Now, Get Hex put a great point. Maybe Internet Money Wallet. Maybe contact them. Maybe they could figure something out.
Yeah. How do you do that though? How do you connect and network and whatnot? Like, would I just go to Internet Money IO?
Yeah. His name is KG.
Brother
he's
KG,
on Twitter. Brother KG, and he's on Twitter. And we'll get you in contact with him, and you can talk to him. You know,
SJ will probably put his link in the chat. Just click on it and then hit him up. It's a good idea, man.
Internet Money Wallet. That would actually work if. Yeah, because that's like the best security soft wallet, right? Without actually connecting a hard wallet. Is that the gist of that one? Internet Money is like the best security for a soft wallet.
There are a bunch of them.
It's a hot wallet, but he's part of our community who developed it and built it. And if you use their platform, they actually burn Hex. I don't think a lot of people know that. By using Internet Money, burns Hex, guys. Burns it.
Moves it.
Awesome. All right, everybody. We got somebody in the green room I got to bring in.
Someone heard we were thirsty.
I'm gonna head out.
All right, ID.
So,
Thanks
have
for
a good
coming,
one,
man.
guys.
Yeah, have a good night, man.
Thank you for everything you're doing. Bye, guys.
Have a good night, buddy.
Safe.
I need a tall glass of Kool-Aid, please.
Oh no.
Buddy,
Oh,
my-
oh
You
no.
summoned me. It was your
I
fault.
told you.
I told you. It's too
I've been
easy.
sitting, playing in the background. I even waited for Black to get off because she was typing and SJ's emoting with her hands. And I'm like, there's no way that SJ is emoting with her hands and responding to me in the chat at the same time.
There's a delay. There's a delay.
Yeah.
She is.
Don't
Don't
yeah,
forget,
yeah.
there's a delay.
I ringed her the second she got off, and I was just like, I knew it was you the whole damn time.
Hey,
What's up, buddy?
Dorsey.
What's going on, guys?
You're so mean.
No. I just got
I'm
him
sorry,
first.
Dorsey.
I just got Dorsey first. He always gets me first. So I just got him first this time. Right? Okay, put me in timeout. Put me in jail.
Put me in jail.
Put me in jail.
Gordon's
You know who I was hoping to show up tonight? Remember that gentleman, that older gentleman that came last time randomly and was just talking about like
I know.
wildest things. But he was
Yeah.
great, man. I wonder if he actually saw the documentary. Yeah,
I
I was
hope
literally thinking
so.
about
He
it the other
wrote-
day.
he
I
wrote
was
it
like, I
down.
wonder if he watched it. That would be
I
cool.
hope He did.
He
Yeah.
was a well dude, wasn't he?
Yeah, but yeah. But he was fun. He was entertaining. Everybody called him Bruce Dad. You know, that was funny.
Oh dear.
I really wonder if he actually
Nope.
watched the documentary. Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
That's funny.
It was too soon.
Mutiny.
Yeah. I'm the captain now.
All right.
Captain.
Oh.
No, I was thinking we got to animate those intro boats that you have now with the AI generator to have them swimming in, Captain.
Hey, that'd be cool.
Oh, there we go. Because that game, so I don't know if anybody knows, but I stole this from like, I don't know what it is, but gaming stuff, the music, everything is like open source. Like you can have it, I guess. I don't know. And nobody says anything about it. It doesn't, I guess you would know Kool-Aid. It's like gaming stuff's like up for grabs. So I grabbed it, and this game never came out. I forget what it was called, some pirate game, of course. And yeah, that's what this really is back here.
Hey, it was meant to be.
Coming out of the.
It really depends if they go bankrupt or not. They can't see if they go bankrupt and don't release.
Yeah, that's
You're probably
what
richer than them anyway, so who cares?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll make one later when we are all rich.
I can assure you there will be a pirate game one day.
That would be cool.
Each game.
So what was the question earlier is if you can scan a sticker and then have interoperability that comes to plug into a DApp, an app, or a utility on it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, scanning a sticker theoretically would just pivot you to get a QR code or a link to something because it's not air quote a one-off. It's just a redirection when you scan a QR code or all the rest of that. But what it could do is have a pivot or a reference link that could recommend who an allotment of whoever scanned that or sent it or who farmed that pivot, like a click-through funnel or something like that. So that'd be really, really easy because it's baked into the link itself. Now, if you wanted to attach more money or something to it, that would be different than like opening up a birthday card as a sticker. But there are ways that you could use that network interoperability to do that. Now, granted, it would be a one-off sticker, just like an NFT would be. It wouldn't be a universal thing that you would go out. So you would make that like a custom series that Marco would make, one of 100. And so like that itself would actually be embedded inside the hat, should you want to do it that way, just like you would gift anything. Remember, an NFT, besides being a wrapper, is a slice of one use case of a particular idea, utility, or all the rest of the unique asset class. So something to think about and something that you can definitely consider.
The QR code would just be the easy onboarding for the other person. And it would link to a brand new wallet that's created and funded. So the action item comes from the person gifting. So if I want to gift, if the application already existed, then the easy part for me would be I go to the application, I click a button, I send some crypto there. It creates a brand new wallet with the crypto in it and a QR code. I then just need to give that QR code to somebody. And when they scan it, it automatically takes them to the website that's housing the wallet and they can see their crypto there.
Yep. Well, how would you want to do that? It would be a one-time use case for the person to get a wallet, but they wouldn't know what their seed words is. That's what the tricky thing gets. Because at that
So they'd
point,
have to
they
go in
wouldn't
the
be
back
able to-
and pull them out.
Right, because everything would have to be pre-created, deposited, and have everything, made like wedding invitations or something like that. Everything has to be done and shipped out and like ready to go. That's why it's a series that would have to be done. But realistically, looking at stickers that not just pivoting directions to a website, actually giving them a reference call, a reference number, the amount of times that you can click through on it, is just like any kind of reference code or anything that's a particular number of mints or likes or all the rest of that. You could do it, and then you could even make it where, let's just say it's like minting an NFT. You only get one mint for that particular wallet use case or address, right? So that one sticker can only do something once. Just you got to make sure that you're not scammed or anything like that. Like someone can't just randomly scan the QR code ahead of time. So it's a good idea, but that's how you would get started with that idea, is thinking about what is pre-deposited, where would that link go, and how would that QR code on that sticker include the reference keys to that wallet in and of itself, or the utility to put some kind of password, whatever on that to open up or unlock the funded amount.
That's what I was just going to suggest. Make a password that you can make up, that you're going to gift that stuff to that person. Give them that password. That password will uncover the what is that called now? That code. And they can write it out right then and there, and then no one else has to worry about it, and it's automatically their wallet then.
The trick that you want to look at with everything that debacle with Staker or all the rest of that is making something that automatically makes, creates, and uses wallets can be tricky and can be cumbersome and can have shortfallings, because the inflection point of creating the wallet or funding the wallet isn't done before you have the seed words. So there is that trickiness of cart for the horse in the situation. But the idea is solid. And if you think those stickers, again, like I was saying, like a limited series of things, whether you want to consider that Marco's hats or a mint or, silver coins or whatever they are, those things work within the same tandem of how you use it and how it works. Now, if there was an app itself that would effectively use those QR codes, built that into a DAO situation, I think
the plumbing already exists. Like what you're talking to is on point, and the plumbing already exists. I think I'm talking more to the behavioral side of it. To get somebody that's not familiar with all the steps and the ins and the logos and the jargon, that behavioral part, because the plumbing's already there, someone just got to kind of like package it up where the behavior is, I want to like buy a prepaid credit card, and all the stuff that's happening on the back end shouldn't matter to the person until they choose to like figure out, well, how do I actually use this virtual money and move it to my bank account? You know what I mean? So like from an action item point of view, it would be, I just want to send, instead of buying my mate a $20 Visa card, which I've got to go to the shops and buy and fund, I could just go to a website, or the person gifting would obviously already be crypto native. So I go to the website, I send some crypto there, and then by following that process, it would automatically create the wallet with the QR code or the simple thing that I would give to somebody. And then when they scan the QR code on their phone, they get taken to a website and they can figure out how they get their money. It's almost like a game where they learn about crypto and get paid for it. You know what I mean?
That really well, though, is Hexicans.
There is a way to do that.
Built the learning mechanism into the actual wallet itself.
That's another person, Hex Scout too. You can hit up.
Well, he's done amazing.
Yeah,
I love it.
Their interface is beautiful across the board.
So good.
Staker should have been. And I love their learning modules that they put in there. Jiyoung, big shout out to him. He helped with the front end. I believe Alex helped with the back end. Good people. But the learning modules were critical to understanding what you have. And they can keep deploying that learning module to the staff. So the stickiness of it is you're constantly learning, constantly growing and changing your worldview. And, knowledge is the most expensive token in the world. So as long as you're generating that stickiness of movement, you've already got them kind of hooked because it's right there in their hand.
So one thing you could do is, if they already have a wallet and they have their seed words, etc., you could, and they use something like Tornado Cash, right? you put some money in Tornado Cash, or let's say I want to give you some money in Tornado Cash, and I don't know why you wouldn't want to give me your address, but whatever. If you didn't want to do that, then I would give you the code I get back from Tornado Cash.
Yep.
And then once that's used, it's used once. Can't be used again.
And your wallet's dead.
Well, no, it's actually a really good point because there's that Pulse version of Tornado Cash. I forgot what it was, but as long as
Let's see how long that lasts.
Well, it's probably under the radar though. It's different. But if he's right, if he has the transactional hash and whatever the password is, with both of them need to go together, then that would get deposited to whatever wallet accesses it. So Max is totally correct. That's a benevolent way for someone to do something of that nature.
Yeah, I think Tornado Cash though is a bit scary as far as like murky waters, and I don't know about that, but like I think the tech that you're referring to with Tornado Cash would fit. But just on that point though, I think it really talks to the decentralized nature of what we've got going on. It is because I've seen half the community is like totally against it, and the other half's like, yeah, give it a go. But you can't stop it if you wanted to. So like, how can anyone be held accountable for what's going on here?
Well, and also the interesting thing about Cash is that money is deposited almost into a trust that's just maturing and rolling, not rolling as an interest, but it's sitting in the tumbler, going and going till the hash and the password or whatever you need to put 2 and 2 together to then put it into an automatic wallet. So even if you weren't using it from the tumbler aspect of it, the ability to withdraw from those 2 passwords, or call it focal points, would work. So like the tech is there beyond the tumbling aspect of it. It's just how do they all fit together?
As long as nobody needs to know how it all works and it just works and you hit a button and they get it, then that's what it should be. It just cannot be all of this. Got to do this. You got to do that. You got to do this. You got to do that. Then you got to do this. That's where we have problems. I just want to say good morning, Dorsey. That was your good morning. And hello, Crypto Class. Welcome. And also Vets and Crypto. I said hello to him already, but one more Crypto Compassion. We have a very famous YouTuber here in the chat room. And Chris, great stuff tonight. Great stuff. Comments, great.
Hey guys, really quick. So in the chat, that was funny. Practical Jokers. Don't this guy look like Mur from Practical Jokers?
100%.
Who is that?
100 Max.
Max from this
looks
angle
exactly like Mur.
Yeah,
100%.
I've never seen it, so I
don't see him. Where is he at?
Oh, no, Max, right here, under us.
No, you.
Oh, Max.
If you look at the Impractical Jokers, the show, he looks like Mur. Oh my god, bro, it's the best, man. I swear to God, you look just like him. I swear. In this angle, perfect. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I should take a screenshot. My wife's a big fan, so I'm like, yeah, I was talking to the guy. That's funny.
Yeah, Dorsey, you got one in the bag, Dorsey. You got one in the bag, or one in the chamber, whatever you want.
So I just had to Google 2 things. I had to Google Impractical Jokers, so I had never even heard of it.
What?
And,
you would love that show.
I hate the show. For some reason,
I don't
it puts me on edge because I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm really uncomfortable with that kind of shit. I don't know. I'm not a.
Well, and one of the guys remind me of Hexo all the time, man.
Yes.
I mean, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I watched it often. My kids love it, but it was like
Sal, that's his name. Yeah.
It just always like made me cringe. Like, oh, I can't believe they're doing this. Making somebody do that in public. Just like
it's so funny, man.
It is.
I saw him do stand up. Their stand up wasn't that good. The show's much better than their stand up.
Yeah, the show's scripted, but it's funny,
And then I also had to Google Atropa. Are we allowed to talk about other things? I don't even know what that is. I'd never heard of it.
It's just another.
It's a system inside of posting.
It's another hope and a dream and a fleeting. Blah, 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 blah.
I don't tell me.
Don't get in trouble, bro. You're gonna get like 1,000 messages tomorrow.
It's just there's nothing to talk about really. It's like it's all pipe dreams. Everything's pipe dreams. PDI, all that stuff. It's all pipe dreams. And hey, go have at it. You know OGs that have bags of all of this stuff. They do. You know, it's their prerogative to do so.
I'm gonna go, guys. Peace.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks for
Amazing,
coming
man.
by.
I'm glad you came on, man.
Good
Nice to
talking.
meet
man.
you.
Good talking.
I've just had family rock up, but thank you. Take
no
it
worries,
easy.
man.
Yeah,
Take care,
thank you.
sir.
We'll see you at MFS. Come back.
Yeah, good talk, man.
RG3, you mentioned before in one of our talks
Yeah.
about anti-aging stuff.
Ah,
Did you want to talk about that sometime?
sure.
Are you still doing that with the doctor that you had before? By the way.
Yes.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, but you look great still. You know. So.
Thank you. Well, I'm still, supplements and the Hexican darling here. SJ is always on me about, what I should be taking. Same here at home. I'm always supposed to, my kids are shoving mushrooms in me and all kinds of other stuff to try and fix the old man's brain. But I'm doing everything I can to try and stop the aging. But hey, come on, man. Where's this anti-aging stuff? Let's go. Let's get it going. Captain don't have much time.
You gotta yell at Richard, man. Like, hurry up.
No, come on, bro. 27 million. What did we get for 27 million? Can I have a little bit of freaking some pills?
Gummy bears.
Give me some gummies or something that's gonna make me feel and look better. That's what I need.
Oh man.
I mean, what problems are you having?
What's that?
What problems are you having?
Well, first of all, I can't hear. Everything I have hurts twice a day at least.
His back.
Getting old sucks, man. It isn't for sissies, that's for sure. But
What
of course I have spinal
do you take?
issues.
Yeah.
And super duper ADHD issues.
Same here.
And hearing loss in one of my ears. And they're saying that that's all nerve related stuff. So a lot of this is all nerve stuff for me. Just ready for the longevity stuff to start happening. I mean, I'm on a lot of different supplements, and there's always something new coming out. Hey, do this. Hey, do that. I do have a really good supplement that I'm taking at night so that I can actually go to sleep and sleep longer.
Melatonin?
No, it's called, oh shoot, I don't have it here. Do you know what it's called? Passiflora? Is that what it's called, SJ? Passiflora. It's like it's just an herbal supplement.
Passion flower. It's in Spanish. Passiflora.
Oh, I've taken passion flower too.
Yeah,
That's
it's for sleeping.
And it works. It works. I just got a new bottle in the mail today. Take a couple eyedroppers full. And I have been sleeping like 5-6 hours a night. And that's been really, really cool. So I know that one of my biggest problems is sleep. So trying to sleep.
So I put a link. There's a chat, what do you call it? A Telegram group that started up maybe a week or two ago. And it's a bunch of the people who are on Brian Johnson's Longevity Olympics. That's how I found out that person. She started that group. And that's, I post my data there as well. Test results and supplements I take. So
very nice.
Yeah.
SJ, would you put that in our SciVive info chat so that we keep it?
You know what else you
I
can try to do?
already.
My wife has same thing, sleeping problems, all that stuff. She took melatonin, all that stuff. None of that works. So recently, one of her friends told her, coworkers told her she tried this thing where it looks like VR goggles, right? You put it on, and just before you go to sleep, what it does, it helps massage. Like it has a built-in massager, and it's not expensive. And it massages around the area. It has built-in music, and it just calms the head. And she knocks out now every time. Without taking melatonin, all that shit. Yeah. Say it again?
That's the one that has the infrared light. That's a light red over the.
Yeah, there's a couple of them where it has some people they prefer the light, some people don't, right? But most of this is the same. Where it's like a VR. It looks like VR goggles. You put it on, and they have built-in Bluetooth, so you could put, you can link it to your phone with like certain music you like to hear while you're about to knock out, or as a massager, it heats up a little bit if you want. It helps, man. It helps big time. She swears by it.
Nope. Yeah. A good head massage has always made me sleep well.
Yeah. And it's nice and light too. It's not like it's heavy, You put it on 10, 15 minutes, you want to knock out.
Right on.
And there are other things like the peptide called pinealon I put it in the private chat as well. And
Hmm.
you might want to look into licorice root and oat straw, since those things have quite a what do you call it? Oat straw is a nervine, and licorice root. If you have like adrenal problems, then licorice root is useful, but you don't want to take too much, because if you have, if you don't have enough potassium, it'll fuck you up.
Small doses of valerian root do help too, and if you can get like a valerian root in a tea, a not non-coffee,
Chamomile.
yeah, you could get it like in a chamomile or something like that. And that will definitely help.
And just for the record, real quick, sleep is the #1 thing that you can make better in your life that will increase your health and your longevity. I've heard that over and over from many. If you can, you should try some of this Passiflora stuff. Like, I mean, I'm very grateful. I don't have trouble sleeping at all. I can sleep kind of anywhere, anytime. But that is one of the biggest things, that if you're not getting, at least 7 hours, I think it's like 6 to 8. That 6 is like kind of cutting it short. But
yeah, lucky if I get 6.
Sleep. Yeah, man. Like that's the biggest thing and one of the easiest things that you can start looking into, start taking different supplements, start trying to see what works for you. So, because you don't want to have to end up relying on a drug, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be taking like Ambien or something like that. But there are so many other alternatives out there that you can test out, try out, see what works for your body. So
yeah. And that's the key, is that we just mentioned a whole bunch of different things that help you sleep, from melatonin to, magnesium to Passiflora, all these things, even, Ambien and all that other crap. It's like, you got to find what works for you, because everybody's body's different. Like, my trainer, we train, he's got me on a nutrition program, but I'm not on the same nutrition program as the gal that comes in before me or the guy that comes in after me. Like, our body types are different. Things affect us all differently. We're all deficient and genetically made differently. So everybody's got to kind of figure out what's going on in your deal, in your own life. But thanks for all the suggestions, folks.
Yeah. Like I said, before you try the medication, all that, try that thing, buy it on Amazon. There's different versions of it. Most of them are great. If you don't like it, return it,
Yep. And
it's better than taking medicine,
And then there's always SJ's Cure.
Little known fact, orgasms cure headaches. I think I knew that. I feel like orgasms cure everything.
Yes. Oh my God. Hey, listen, you can buy a fleshlight on Amazon, I'm just saying. Hey, whatever. You get everything on Amazon.
it's true, though.
You VR and put that on, man. You'd be happy, man.
Back pain. Crypto Class says, so get some cocaine, 1% patch. I'm down. Oh, no, lignocaine.
He's like, cocaine. I'm down.
I read that wrong. Darn it.
He said, I'm down.
Thank you,
man.
Thank you.
My wife is about to yell at me.
Oh, yeah. Mine just, I get
knocked out.
The neighbors are mad because I'm in the front of the house here. They can hear whatever.
That's funny.
I mean, your neighbor across the street is more pirate on Halloween than I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh. My God. My neighbor goes full pirate. Like, there's a ship out in the front yard.
That's dope,
pirates
man.
all over the place. Hey, there's a tavern, and you walk into their front yard. There's a tavern, pirate tavern, skeletons and chests and everything everywhere. Really, really cool.
I feel like I heard that story in a movie one time.
What is this? An indomethacid suppository. Good. Oh, okay. You're gonna have to send me some of those, Class. Send me some. I'm down for anything. I have no shame.
Apparently. Right? I'll take 1%.
1% of the cane. Give me the cane. Kamota, whatever it is. All right. Epsilene for hearing loss, not to be taken. Okay. I'm not on Mayo. I don't know.
Yeah, if anyone has any cures for tinnitus, both of us have got that going on. I've had it for many years, and it comes and goes. Like mine's definitely not as severe as his is, but it's it sucks. It's not fun at all, especially if I wear headphones during the day. Like at night, I'll have just like it's a really intense ringing.
Are you talking about like ringing?
Crazy. Oh yeah, I've got this buzzing, hissing. Like I can't hear out of it anymore, but all I hear is, this ringing, loud, hissing, buzzing noise, and it's just sometimes it's unbearable, and it's just like
Barcelona probably.
Just want to freaking stick a steel spike in it, like
Yeah, years ago, I had a coworker, same thing, where he used to cry like at work once in a while, just like literally legit grown man cry, but he's like, I can't, like it just comes out of nowhere. It hurts, and then he has a pain around his teeth area and all.
So I have tinnitus as well, but it's from exposure to, I believe it was aluminum.
Oh, wow.
So anyways, Epsilene helped for a while. But in my case, I'm pretty sure it's just aluminum toxicity. And I'll try to, I have some ideas on how to fix that. But apparently Epsilene works on that. Like one reason people might have tinnitus is because literally one or both ears get damaged, and your body kind of compensates for it by making sound. So,
Max, are you on Telegram or Twitter? X?
Would you throw those in our Sci-Vive chat there? I'm gonna order some of that.
No, that's why I'm asking, because like that's a.
He put it.
Yeah, hold on a sec. Let me put my what do you call it? Telegram handle in the private chat.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, anything that will work. I mean, it's funny when you start Google searching and looking for things and whatnot, then all your feeds, like you just start seeing everybody talking about tinnitus and this thing and that thing and fucking hit your head with a spoon and all that shit, and it's like, oh gosh, none of this stuff works.
Some things help, but they don't actually cure it. So, and I've tried a bunch of stuff as well.
There is something out. I don't want to say it's too controversial, but it's a fairly new thing. Check into ultrasonic. They use ultrasonic frequencies with this machine. They actually put it onto the body, like your back, and that actually works into the areas that you're having a lot of pain. It's almost like instead of taking a drug to numb the pain down or to calm the muscles, that actually works in that way.
You also have red light too. So you have biharmonic beats or anything that's hypersonic and all the rest of that, and then you have red light as well that does very similar things within the same frequencies.
Yeah, I didn't have a Paladin 150 millimeter get blasted in my ears, but I was out with freaking Kareem in Miami at a damn club, and they got bottle service, and boom, my ear went out, and I had to leave early. And thanks, Kareem. I'll tell you what,
Kareem's great, man. To party with. Oh my god,
Kareem has a party. Ever in Miami, everybody look up Kareem, and if you want to go party with a Hexican, that will be out all night and
8 a.m. in the morning, still in the club.
Yep,
Trust
still
me.
in the club. Still in the club. 8 a.m. Nobody, like just.
While he's shilling crypto to everyone, that's a fact. He's in the club to everybody, still shilling crypto. I remember.
That's the one thing I don't do when I'm clubbing is shill crypto. It's dancing.
Dave Morales, you want to go have fun in Miami? Look up Dave Morales and Kareem and go hang out with those two for the night and just epic. Put it in your damn journal for life. Promise. Or spend one night with Crypto Kool-Aid. That's the other.
Oh my god, he will not stop dancing. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, you should come to the burn with me, right? You go to a DMB night. It gets a little ridiculous. That's how SJ and I know each other. Is we were dance partners and DMB friends. What, in 2014? Yeah.
What? You should come to Coachella, man.
It was longer than that.
I'm going to Coachella in April. Coachella, so you should come. It'll be fun.
Coachella's fun. I
did
go to
Coachella
back when I was
you come out to Coachella. Make sure you look me up because I'm just.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. I go I'm going the second week of the event. April 15th and 19th, I think. I'll hit you up.
Yeah.
So when I did Coachella, when I was
You'll
a rig driver back in 2002, tickets were only like 400 for a pass. Absolutely wild.
Yeah.
Neuromodulation. Yes. Oh, Pref ITR care. What is that? Suzy Q? What is that? Pref ITR care. Okay, we'll look it up. We'll save it and look it up. And
Or Suzy Q, DM me with that too, so I don't, because there's a lot going on right now. Anyone who's got anything that's going to help us live longer, please send it to me, because I'm compiling some stuff. I also like to share it out in the SciVibe chats. And of course, also if anyone wants to talk about those kinds of things, RH Max does a great stream with myself and Brent Nally. I think we're trying to do it monthly at the very least. But if you're also into that, you want to be on a stream like that, you feel like you've got information to share, please let myself or RH Max know, and we'll try and get you up on there with us, because we got stakes that are going to come out years from now. We want to live to see them. So funny story. I actually shared this on the last episode that I was on with Max and Brent Nally, who's another Survivor, big time Survivor in our community. And I applied for a longevity summit to kind of, it's like I can't exactly like wrap my head around again what it was, but it was kind of like this program that you can apply to be a part of. And I was rejected because I said that I wanted to live until I was 150. And that was not good enough. They said that your goals are not aligned because they are trying to solve aging, period.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
Yeah.
I didn't expect the 150 thing, but
yeah,
damn.
It was not long enough. I did not want to live long enough. So now I've upped my game, man. 500 years minimum.
Why don't we just use imaginary numbers while we're at it? I mean,
that's a bold strategy, Cotton. That's a bold strategy.
Yeah, man. You don't want me around for no 500 years. Could you imagine? No way, man.
Better restake.
Compound interest on those bags, I tell you what.
That'd be crazy, man. You own the world.
Yeah, classic. You work in a hospital, you won't want to live to even be 80. I know.
It's your health span, right? We're not talking about living all old and decrepit, and that's the thought process, that people have. They think, oh, you're just going to be this like wasted away, piece of bone and skin.
Piece of meat. Fix the meat.
No meat left. No,
I need a shirt that says that. Fix the meat.
Yeah.
Like Richard Hart says, right? You don't want to just give them medicine, right? You want to solve the diseases that causes your body to get to that point,
Yeah,
that's real killer.
Did anyone hear about the X Prize Health Span Prize? They announced it maybe a few weeks ago or maybe a month ago, that they're going to give a team that can, what was it? It's like there are 3 areas, muscular, neurological, and something else, immunity, where the person has like, I think 10 youthful years added in terms of like, if you compare someone who's 10 years younger, their immune system across various metrics, etc. They'll give that team basically $80 million or something around there. That's pretty neat that they're trying to incentivize people to compete.
Interesting. That's dope.
Interesting.
What do you guys think about this? You heard about the Neuralink, I think it's called? Elon?
That's one I would not be trusting.
The first human did it. My thing is this. So you know how this is the part that scares me about it, right? By the way, it's like they put the chip in your head and you're able to like control your light by just thinking about it. Things like that. We all have wild thoughts in our head randomly, Let's be real, right?
Don't put one of those in my brain.
Right? Like, let's be real, like some wild shit, whether it's violence, not violence, sexual, not sexual, just random shit sometimes. What if you're somewhere just thinking and then the shit just starts happening? Like, how do you prevent your thoughts from your random thoughts from happening? Like, nobody discusses that, That's just gonna be some crazy stuff, man. Like, the world's gonna get crazy in the next 5 years, I'm telling you, man. You think TikTok's bad? Wait until people start thinking about this shit everywhere.
Oh man,
it's actually the the power of the seeker, the power of the mind is kind of wild. There was a game, got long before I went to game dev school, so it must have been like 2001 or 2, and it was a little devicey thing. And you could actually like mentally control a ball and go up and down with it. And it was silly nonsense. But what Neuralink does is it does tap directly into the pathways. And if you think about like the energy of the sun and how long light takes to travel from A to B,
Like
the way your neurons fire as fast as in your head, it's literally controlling nuclear reaction or fusion in your hand, or light. Because when you're faster than light in your own coagulated bubble, you can move so many other things. And again, it's kind of horrible on how they have to get there with monkeys and animals and all the rest of that stuff. But I mean, we all came from somewhere with growth and sacrifice and utility, regardless of who we are. It's why you build on the bones of giants, and those are the messages that came before them. But it is going to come. It's just Space Karen's at the helm, which is kind of dangerous because he's a very interesting one. But it is feasibly in the future, and it is going to come faster and faster.
Yeah, it's definitely, you can't stop it. It's gonna.
You can't remember the old meme from 2017 of the guy trying to brush back the ocean, maybe like trying to stop Bitcoin. You know what I mean?
It's crazy, like, man.
You can't stop it because the amount of knowledge that now travels unilaterally across the board can't be stopped. And utility from weapons building to creating green energy to creating all the rest of it is all out there. It's how people apply the utility is the most important thing. But if accessing a crypto wallet is wild to you now, that's forward 15 years. Like, people will have the craziest ability to do things, and that's where looking at quantum hardening and all sorts of that other type of stuff is vastly important now to understand, so that way you're primed to protect for the future.
I just want something that'll like knock me out completely, but still let me function for about an hour so that I can go to leg day and not have to deal with it. Right? I just want to be knocked out.
I'm eating the magic mushroom gummies these days, so look at that.
It's just scary, man, because it is said that throughout the day, your mind, it thinks about 10,000 different things plus, and you don't even realize it. That's what's crazy, is that you have so much thoughts that you don't realize sometimes you don't even think these type of things, so to have something like that's in your head and it accesses that, it's wild, man. It's like Cyberpunk, that game,
it's crazy. The DAOs that automatically will connect to it. So let's say something like Tetra, which is automated scripting, or anything of that nature. So if you think about it, it automatically triggers it. Just like, not to be plebby, but you can be like, okay, Google or okay, Siri, and it just does that for you. But when you don't even need to do that and it auto triggers, it's like having
crazy.
The Ghost in the Shell, I forget what her name was, for all the rest of that, but you have that AI almost in your head now. Automatically we're going to get that before we worry about Neuralink with augmented reality. And that's where peripherals will handle everything for us, scan our interfaces for us, and talking to the gentleman earlier, talking about sticker scanning and how that moves into a wallet and all the rest of that. All that is use cases for augmented reality. So VR, closed headset, augmented reality, forced use case. And back when I was living in LA, I thought about going on a guerrilla warfare thing to buy one of them giant hex stickers and hard cement them to the walkway over Hollywood Boulevard, that way you have to see the damn thing, and it's like linoleum, military grade, and get a hex rich on it, and then put a QR code that automatically sends there. But eventually, we are going to be paid for that advert. We will be paid for advertising that we have a use case for, because those that charge for it. I mean, look at AI now. That no longer Google AdSense matters. If you're going to go use a chatbot or going to use AI, you've circumvented all the search engines. You've circumvented all the click-throughs. So at that point, how are you using those utilities? That way they stay relevant. Because right now, how many AI tools or how many utilities are out there that theoretically can do 10 lazy person's jobs in 15 seconds? And eventually it's going to get to this point that everyone is going to have those tools. So how do you incentivize people to use your tool? You pay them for it. When you pay people to be entertained, now you have pure market fit, not product market fit. That is where we're going to see in the very, very interesting eclipse or the singularity of everything going into the event horizon.
Is data the real currency? That's the real currency of life. Is data. It's your data.
Well, yeah. Well, knowledge,
Yes.
but then that is the throughput of said knowledge and data. Yeah.
Have you seen another little topic? You seen the new VR glasses from Apple?
Yeah.
It's pretty sick. Have you tried it?
We have a Hexican artist.
Yeah,
that is
I tried it.
actually the first artist to be
Pretty badass.
using.
Yeah.
Actually,
pretty
funny
badass.
enough, RG, I was just talking to Mana earlier.
Yeah, Mana.
Mana.
Yeah, man. Yep.
Mana, like
Mana, damn it.
It's like 3.5
Get it right.
4K. It's cool.
But with the Apple glasses, it's interesting because I work for a VR company right now, and I've never touched a Quest before. It's very
Quest is
interesting. Well, yeah, no, I mean, I can't dox where I work because that's the rule, but it's very, very interesting spending 18 years in the gaming industry to now put a VR headset on and build this, and you kind of have to use some OG tactics on how the OG ball. On how you have to actually build a game because you're using with a small view frustum, memory, and throughput, both in resolution to the eye, what it can store in memory, how all the rest of that works. But that's a pittance if you go back to 20 years ago when the BPS modem was Petition. You know what I mean? That people didn't know what trumpet sock was with Netscape. All that doesn't matter anymore. The internet's on your phone. You don't have to think about it to make it work. And because of that, now AI won't care about your feelings and will work, and your user experience will happen in interim because they're going to record it, right? And just like CCTVs in England or all the rest of that. The question is
Max.
Max is a good guy. I like listening to him talk.
Yeah.
And how all those things work together, and that's fascinating. And that fascinating thing starts with DeFi for all. Because at DeFi for all, and same thing that RG and SJ and Black and all the rest of them are doing to bring all that knowledge, if you're not understanding DeFi for all and self-sovereignty, how are you going to understand where there's 30 different LLMs running and building and all the rest of it? And then what's going to compound on top of that? It's so much more than, what is it, Clippy from, old Word. Like, you need any help with that? But that wasn't that long ago. Like,
Imagine this guy with a Neuralink in his head. Imagine, it'll be over. He'll take over the world tomorrow.
Well, it's very well. It's even crazier. Remember, Space Karen has his other companies where he's got the walking robots, and they can send them into space. That's how
The next think about the past 20 years, right? We went from literally like a military type of freaking cell phone, like now, right?
Yep.
VR, all that shit. Like, just think about the next 10 years, because you can't say the next 20 because since technology advances so fast, the next 5 years is gonna feel like the past 20 years.
Correct.
Oh,
all
yeah.
combined.
So hyper fast.
It's gonna be scary, guys. Like, 5 years, we're all gonna be VR. Okay, like
grinding into a singularity, and that's just what. There's no stopping it at this point, because now you've got chatbots talking to other chatbots, and you can either get on board or get left behind. And to get left behind it's scary. We talk about the whole usage of the CDBCs saying that if something happens, you can't access your money. That's still analog, man. That's not augmented, and that's not.
It's like the movie Timeless. It's super close. If you think about it, right? It's coming.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to call it a night. Appreciate all of you coming. SJ, do we have any announcements, last things you would like to say to everybody before we shut down? Would you like to talk about
do the petition, guys?
Yeah, sign the petition. Petition.com.
Very important.
Very important. We need to get over 50,000 signatures. Are going to be submitting it really soon.
Follow all these crazy, wonderful folks.
Hours is the last time to get your room blocked for Vegas, right?
Yeah, so we've got 3 more hours. Actually, no, they extended it. I think we've got another day.
Yeah. We got another day. Hey, you got another day. Get your
room blocks
for your room blocks
for Vegas. Vegas
for
is
Vegas.
It's gonna be fire, you guys.
Have a good time.
It's getting better and better every day.
Too spooky. Sorry about today. I got stuck out in LA. Got here late, and we'll get a stream going soon. Everybody else, we'll see you next week. Monday, chatting with the captain, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Maybe chatting with someone.
Chatting with someone.
Maybe too,
All
maybe
right.
too spooky. We'll find out.
We'll see. All right, everybody. Have a good one. Thanks for coming. We'll see you next week.